This is Big Rapids Cardinal Basketball on News Radio WBRN 1460 AM and 96.5 FM, a part of the Big Rapids Media Network and your home for Cardinal basketball.
Jenga spinning. Oh, goodness. The rack attack.
That was absolutely nasty.
Moten goes up strong. Count the bump and the bucket again.
If you get the ball in the paint, you're going to have good things happen.
We traveled 41 miles to the southwest of town for what is and what feels like a championship caliber basketball game. Hi, everybody. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas with you. Apologies for the delay. Let's just say we are so excited on this matchup that we were so ready to go, and we forgot one chord in our process. But thanks for bearing with us. Thanks for tuning in. Full Cardinal pregame show to bring you live here in Grant High School, the home of the Tigers. And Blake, short and sweet, we'll get into all the details. We'll get into the Dazos Digital Stat Breakdown. We'll get into Coach's Corner with Jason Kostecki, time and temperature, timber report, starting lineups, and the whole 9 yards. But the people need to know this is the biggest game of the year for the Cardinals to this point. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Biggest game of the year for the Cardinals and for the Tigers. This is for the first round of the CSAA to go into, the second half to be on top. Okay, and you and I have talked. We feel that whoever wins this one is going to have a heck of a shot to win it outright when they get to February 21st, when these teams meet again. It's going to be a high-level high school ball game. I can't wait for the opening tip-off.
If you love offense, buckle your seatbelts. We're going to likely see a lot of points here tonight. We'll be back with our full Cardinal pregame show after this 2-minute break right here on the voice of Cardinal basketball, WBRN.
Rides to the doctor, rides to treatments, rides to PT. Mota offers rides to wellness. If you're in need of reliable transportation for your medical appointment, contact Mota as far as 6 months in advance. Mota proudly serves Mecosta and Osceola counties with travel limits as far as 100 miles outside the county area, as well as the greater Ann Arbor area. Rides to wellness pickups are available 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Visit motaonline.com or call 231-796-4896. That's 231-796-4896.
Michigan Primary Care Partners is thrilled to announce they are now open Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. for acute issues. Avoid a costly trip to the ER and see your primary care provider right here in Big Rapids. Additionally, the Michigan Primary Care Partners in-house pharmacy is open on Saturdays for all your medication needs. Michigan Primary Care Partners is here to help you get and stay healthy. Find Michigan Primary Care Partners in Big Rapids, Canadian Lakes, Reed City, and always online at MichiganPrimaryCarePartners.com.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom. For 11 years, Big Rapids Virtual School has been the area's leading provider of online education. We offer flexible, personalized instruction for all students, from kindergarten through graduation. Students have access to instruction 24/7, as well as instructional support, in-home or in person, from our experienced staff. If you are a public school student or a homeschool family that is interested in our curriculum, resources, and supports, find us online for more information. brps.org. BRVS. Anytime, any place, any way, any pace.
Big Rapids Cardinal fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Schuberg Insurance Agency is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit us at SchubergAgency.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. Schuberg Insurance Agency, community-driven, policyholder-focused, education-based. Let's go Cards.
Welcome back here to the home of the Tigers. It's Grant Middle School, technically. We're here in the gymnasium. It's going to be a wild ride. Your full Cardinal pregame show starts now here on WBRN. Big thanks to those that support Cardinal basketball. Those include but aren't limited to Big Rapids Public Schools, Big Rapids Virtual School, Johnson's Automotive Repair, Michigan Primary Care Partners of Big Rapids and Canadian Lakes, Moda, the Mecosta Osceola Transit Authority, the Schuberg Insurance Agency, Extremely Clean Power Washing and Painting, Quality Car and Truck Repair, as well as New Horizon Landscaping, JD Fit, Menards, Cook's Tree Service, Post 90 and American Legion Baseball, Dazos Digital, and Big Rapids dailynews.com. It is 36 degrees down here in Grant, just a little west over from 131 and M37. It's not going to get too much colder tonight here. Big Rapids-wise, about the same as well. You're going to see right around the low 30s into the high 20s, but fortunately, it's going to be the coldest of the afternoon. After you wake up tomorrow, it's supposed to be around 22 degrees and then hold steady and then drop down into the high teens. So make sure you bring your mittens to and from wherever you're going Saturday, tomorrow. In the winter, New Horizon clears snow for residential and commercial properties. In the spring and summer, they care for your landscape. Trust the area's reliable and premier landscapers to care for your property. New Horizon Landscaping in Big Rapids. We'll get into the Cook's Tree Service Timber Report. Of course, call Cook's Tree Service for all tree removal, 796-2908. That's 796-2908. And right now, the Timber Report, the varsity girls have showed us already this floor can be fast, and that is going to support the offensive juggernaut of a matchup that we have here this evening. Transition game might be just an absolute run and gun kind of game.
Yeah, that's what Grant wants to do. They are going to play fast. I saw several in the films I've watched several times where even on a made bucket, it's two passes and a layup or a wide open triple on the other end. The Cardinals like to run. That's a Ken Ingles team MO. When they can get out and run, that's when they're at their best. We're expecting a track meet. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be fun to watch. And again, a high-level, high-octane type of high school basketball game that means a whole lot for the CSAA White. Can't wait to get it going. These guys are chomping at the bit, both teams. This is one that is highlighted on everybody's schedule. Everybody wants to see the result from this one tonight. Can't wait to watch it. Can't wait to be a part of it.
It's going to be a great one indeed. And with the Timber Report, obviously becomes the gymnasium that we're in. One of the most unique gymnasiums in all of the conference, and it is small. And not necessarily does that mean it's not a great environment. It's going to be a great environment,
yes.
Right? Sound quality might not be the greatest just because the tight walls, everything bounces off the cinder blocks in this building. The fans are going to be packed up. They already got that far side is almost all full with home fans. The Cardinal fans have done a great job packing this near side, including a lot of the Cardinal crazies down to our right. And so that's going to create a very interesting game aspect because, Blake, you've been coaching in this gym for quite a few years. It's hard to communicate out there with just how cramped and how loud it can get in here.
Yeah, you've got to have a loud voice tonight. You've got to be able to communicate. You're going to see probably the coaches, anytime there's any sort of break, pull a guard, somebody over that can run the offense to get them in the right spots because there's going to be times where neither coach is going to be able to be heard out there. It is a loud, especially when it's a close ball game like the girls are in right now. It gets loud. It is incredibly difficult to communicate. But also, that's what you want in an atmosphere. That's the type of atmosphere you live to coach in, you live to play in, you live to watch a game in. There's nothing better than a Friday night hoops game with a ton of noise, a ton of fans. They're trickling in, like you said. It's going to be an exciting one.
It's going to be indeed. And speaking of the varsity girls matchup, Coast Heights team leading currently 41-34 over the Tigers. Obviously, top of the CSAA table, the Cardinals. It's been a little up and down so far tonight, but in the second half, they've made some adjustments and have clawed back in front for the final 3 minutes of play. We'll get into the Dazos Digital Stat Breakdown. Target your potential audience and customers with ads on streaming TV, ads on YouTube, ads on Spotify, or Pandora. Dazos Digital can help plan and produce and execute the campaign tailored to your business to help it grow. Visit DazosDigital.com for more. And especially that White Cloud game, Blake, very good distributing the basketball, 21 assists against that 2-3 zone. Quite a few of them, 5 in fact. It felt like more from our player of the game last week in Ty Gilchek running the point on that 2-3 zone. He was incredible, 10 points, 7 boards, 5 assists as well. Cole Heiss, the leading scorer with 14 points, 4 of 8 from downtown. He's been shooting the lights out. We talked about it on the rundown. And Gabe Jenga as well, 13 points on 6 of 8 shooting, very efficient. Every single Cardinal on the roster getting minutes against White Cloud in a 21-point victory on Tuesday. And that just goes to show this team is really firing all cylinders into this matchup, which is exactly what you want against a good team like Grant.
Yeah, they did a good job against White Cloud distributing the ball. The ball against that zone was moving inside and out, back inside, getting dump downs for easy buckets. but they also got to show some things defensively. Like I said, they showed 6 different defenses. I know they have another one in their back pocket that they did not practice against White Cloud or did not use against White Cloud. It's something that they are thinking about using tonight. So if I see that, I'll let you guys know. It was a good team win, and the Cardinals are rolling ever since break. They're 3-0. And have had, been tested a couple times, got tested against a decent Fremont team and found a way to win in a tough place on the road. You're going to see a team that is very good in Grant, and again, in a ruckus atmosphere. Again, the Cardinals played very well against White Cloud, did the little things correctly. Anytime you have 21 assists in a ball game, you're doing something right. And look for the Cardinals to continue that tonight, moving the ball, finding the open guy, and hopefully still being efficient and knocking down jump shots.
Absolutely. We will continue with the Dazos Digital Stat Breakdown as well as Coach's Corner and JD Fit starting lineups coming after this here on WBRN.
JD Fit in downtown Big Rapids is where you go to get fit. Are you a gym loaner? Do you need your workout but want your space to work? Or do you want one-on-one workout help? Whatever your workout needs, JD Fit can help you get fit. Stop in downtown Big Rapids or find them online at getjdfit.com.
Save 30, 40, 50, even up to 80% off local restaurants, auto repair, services, things to do, health and fitness, and more. Bernie's Place, Cranker's Brewery, Monkey Shine Kennels, Hungry Howie's Pizza, Routley's Septic, Big Rapids Farm and Garden, Big B Coffee, Grand Hill Ranch, BR Fitness Plus, Bell's Coffee, and so much more. BigDealsBR.com is your first stop when shopping locally. Sign up for weekly Big Deal sales so you never miss a deal. BigDealsBR.com, where you shop for local savings.
Same make, same model, same diagnostic issues.
Why does my car always tell me there's something wrong? Even after I installed my expert D800 neural net processor, it still says my alternator is overheating.
But sometimes things aren't always what they seem.
Johnson's Automotive fixes electrical issues on any make and model.
With the help of Johnson's Automotive Napa-certified techs, the T800 is back on track to complete his mission.
This time, I'm back for good.
Johnson's Automotive. Schedule service online at johnsonsautobr.com.
This is Junior Cole Heist, and you're listening to Big Rapids Cardinal Basketball on News Radio WBRN.
Welcome back here to the home of the Tigers at Grant here, and we are continuing on with our Cardinal pregame show. Big thanks to New Horizon Landscaping, Menards, and American Legion Post 98 Baseball for your support of Cardinal Hoops. All appreciate, as well as Dazos Digital. Big Rapids Daily News, The Rundown, your weekly sports fix on YouTube. Blake, myself, as well as other guests, coaches, players, and more. You can find that Big Rapids Daily News on YouTube, as well as the WBRN 10-minute school closing guarantee, The Morning Rush with Aaron on Y102, and, of course, Mornings with Etch on Big Country 100.9. Let's continue on with the Dazos Digital Stat Breakdown. We'll have our Coach's Corner with assistant coach Jason Kostecki here in just a bit. Obviously, both 9-win teams. Really all you need to say about that. 9-0 are the Tigers, 9-2 are the Cardinals. 5-0 at home, the Tigers are this year. Cardinals on the road at 3-1 entering tonight. Both teams undefeated in CSAA-Red play. And the biggest number to watch tonight, obviously, Grant, 73.7 points per game. I've only seen one team in my years calling Big Rapids Cardinal basketball. This is year number 3 for me. One time, and that would be the Ludington Orioles a few years back, but also an exception last year of a high-powered offense. I wasn't able to make the trip. Joe Nagy, my pal and partner in crime, filled in for me, was against the Whitehall Vikings, another brutal offensive team. But their battle tests of the Cardinals are against those teams, right? Obviously, we saw what they can do, beating Ludington in the district not too long ago. Cardinals, offensive points per game, 58.8. Defensively, have allowed 47.7. That is a really nice number compared to what they've done in years past. Looking back, giving up around 56 2 years ago, 52 last year, and now at the 48 mark. It's getting better and better, and that's the side of the basketball. Can the Cardinals defend Grant? I think that's going to be the big question because we know the Cardinals can score it.
Yeah, defense always travels, and the Cardinals do a good job of mixing in their defense. They're going to play some man. They're going to play you in that 3-2 zone. They're going to play you in a matchup zone that a lot of teams don't know how to attack because it looks like a man, but it's not. And then you're going to see, they even saw a boxing one the other night against White Cloud. So when you can mix in different presses, different looks defensively, it keeps teams off balance. It keeps them out of rhythm, and basketball is such a rhythm-based game. If you can get into a rhythm, you're going to have good things happen. And the Cardinals are doing a very, very, very good job of getting teams out of that rhym, hence why they're only giving up 47 7 points a game.
Absolutely. Both teams coming off of victories on Tuesday. Grant dominating at Central Montcalm 72-24 against a good Hornet team. And the Cardinals obviously 56-35 win over White Cloud on Tuesday night. And especially for Grant this year, looking at a lot of the games so far at home, they have not scored less than 65 points on their home rims, and those that have been in this gym know exactly what kind of an advantage that is, as one that formerly played in it. Not one of my favorites, and that just goes to show it's a great home court advantage for the Tigers, especially in this building. They've hit over 65 points 8 out of 11 times this year, but obviously, even though they haven't hit that mark every game, it's still gotten the job done so far. Or correction, 8 out of 11 times last year, so you can see now the consistency of that offense is getting better. And the last win against the Cardinals for Grant was actually during the COVID year, February 28th, 2020, a few weeks before the whole world changed forever.
Yes.
Of course, we know and remember greatly. But they've only had one win at home in 8 games against Big Rapids in that time frame. So Big Rapids has been able to travel to this gym. It's going to be hard this year, but we will wait and see. That horn indicates the varsity girls' victory, 44-36. Coach Heiss picks up another fantastic win on the season, and I believe now that makes them the first team in the conference to 10 wins.
Yes.
Really, really good performance for the ladies today, giving them a shout-out.
Yeah, an outstanding job. Down by 1 at the end of the first half. Holds Grant to 12 second-half points. An outstanding job making adjustments in the second half. But, Coach Heiss has won 200-plus games in her career. She's been around the block. She knows what she's doing. A fantastic coach, does a great job of making those adjustments. Again, another very successful run with one senior on the team. They are going to be a force to be reckoned with for the next several years. Lots of talent. Lots of young talent, a loaded group. Can't wait to watch them progress and become a very, very, very good basketball team in the very near future.
Very impressive team indeed. Our Cardinals are now on the floor first as the virtue of visitors first, as home courtesy. The Tigers will follow up right alongside, and they'll get their tunes queued up here in front of their home crowd. Big Rapids, obviously, last year was a roller coaster game. Overtime, 5-point margin, 68-63 at home. Grant upset us in that game, and that was one, talk to the players, a little sour about. They would have loved to see that team again. Unfortunately, the cards didn't fall in their favor in the CSAA tournament, so the Cardinals entering this matchup, they're going to have a little bit of that revenge in mind, and especially on the defensive end that we've highlighted countless times so far. They've only allowed 50 points or more in away games only once. They have done it defensively in opposing gyms. 9 out of 12 they did that last year. Super impressive stuff from this defense. And like we've mentioned now, we'll say it for the third time and probably the final time. Won't be the final time, but making it a point, that's the end that we're going to be watching the most. The Cardinals defending a lot of those talented shooters on the Tiger side. Yeah,
you're going to have to find a way to get stops and get stops consecutively. And I used to talk about getting turkeys. Can you get 3 stops in a row? A bowling reference. Can you get 3 stops in a row? And if you can do that upwards of 10 times in a game, you're going to have a ton of success. So look for the Cardinals to try to find those different ways to get stops. They will mix defenses tonight on makes. They're going to probably run something different than if they miss. One thing I did talk to Coach Heiss before the game. She did talk about having to defend the corners really well, because this is a team that attacks the corners to find jump shots out of the corner, as well as having to find a way to keep them from running. So maybe the Cardinals, who are known to press, may not be in their press tonight, so they can get back in transition and cut the head off the snake there, because that's what Grant wants to do. They want to get out and run and run and run.
Absolutely right. Great analysis, and as well, great bowling reference. Spare me the laugh until later as we move along. With that, we'll kick you to the coach's corner with assistant coach Jason Kostecki on the matchup with the Grant Tigers here tonight. Well, we'll get right into it. Obviously, huge game tonight. Grant Tigers undefeated, top of the conference, 2 teams battling it out. Just to start it off, I mean, this feels like a big game. How have you seen with the players and the coaches really perceiving this game as such?
Yeah, it almost feels like a March tournament game, right? Kind of the way we were preparing for Grant, doing a few different wrinkles defensively and offensively that we're going to try. So huge game, exciting game. We're looking forward to it.
Absolutely. And 2 wins earlier on in the week to propel that momentum at Fremont, and then Tuesday at home against White Cloud, especially from that Fremont game. Obviously, really close battle down the stretch. You guys are able to pull that one out. And then obviously White Cloud able to get up from the jump. Just talk about those 2 games, what you guys learned and what you want to improve on those 2 games going into Grant.
Yeah, I think those 2 games this week, consistency was key. I thought we played pretty consistent in both of those games. Fremont obviously a little bit more of a battle. Even though they didn't have a great record, they play in a pretty tough league night in and night out, and we knew that. So that was a really good test to us physically. And then, White Cloud, we kind of have been playing down to those teams that we really should take care of. So it was nice to see us be consistent for 4 quarters and put them away early and kind of not let them crawl back into it. So I think that sets up nicely for us, going into tonight's game, obviously going on a high with 2 wins. Hopefully we can get the 3rd win tonight and keep consistency playing better and better basketball.
Absolutely. And obviously talking to you earlier on in the week ahead of the Fremont game and talking to Cole Heist earlier this week on the rundown as well. Seems like you guys really have the offensive keys found together, being able to score. Obviously, Ty did a great job distributing against that zone that you guys saw, both against Fremont and White Cloud. But especially the defensive end for 32 minutes feels like the big focus point. How are you guys addressing that going in against such a juggernaut of an offense that Grant presents?
Yeah, there's been obviously, with Coach Heiss and I now helping out a little bit more on the varsity here, we're focusing a little bit more on defense, obviously, and trying to get that defensive side of the ball short up a little bit. Offensively, we know we're going to score, right? We know we can score with anybody. We got guys like, Cole Heiss that can step out and hit it. Gabe can hit from the outside. Ty kind of, shores up the inside. Jerice Mullins coming around as a little bit of a scorer, and Liam. So we got guys that can score. But if we want to win these big games like tonight, we're going to have to be better defensively, and that's really was our focus. Wednesday and Thursday practices. How are we going to play defense against this Grant team that shoots the ball so well?
Absolutely. And with the scouting report on Grant, obviously a lot of great players, a lot of great shooters based on what we've seen on film. What are some of the things that you see that Grant might present against you guys tonight, offensively and defensively?
Yeah, we'll start defensively. So they like to switch things up a little bit. They do run some 1-3-1 zone. They'll switch back to a 1-2-2 and run some man. So we've kind of prepared, offensively for all 3 of those. But really, it starts with us defensively is we're really concentrating on, when we're playing defense, we got to keep that ball handler in front of whoever has him, because what they're going to do is they're going to look to penetrate. And once we get beat and then we have to pinch, they kick it out to the corners. And those guys, either side, they shoot the ball efficiently and well from those corners. And it's a quick, they catch and shoot. It's not a delayed thing. So we really got to be on our rotations and make sure we're not getting beat off that dribble penetration. So they get those easy kicks and easy wide open looks in the corners.
For sure. And obviously we'll pitch it to you on your prediction, a player that might be, based on what you've seen on film and based on where they've been at in practice and games, that might have a big night tonight.
Yeah, these are always a tough one, but I think the guy that is going to be the difference maker for us, I think that's going to be Gabe. I think he can take advantage of some of Grant is not super big. I think Gabe has an advantage on the inside if we can take advantage of that and exploit that. I think he has a good night. I think if he has a good night, Big Rapids Cardinals have a good night and we come out with a win.
We certainly hope so. Coach, thanks for joining us. Final things, what are the keys tonight to get a win and get on top as a whole and by yourself on the conference table?
Yeah, exciting Friday night. We just need to play defense. Like I said, that's our biggest key. We cannot let shooters get open. We cannot let shooters get hot and get out of rhythm. We got to defend. We got to get a hand in their face and really control that tempo, because they like to get out and run too, and they do it at a pretty good pace and pretty successfully. So we slow down the ball a little bit on their end, play good defense, close out, rebound, no second chance opportunities. I like our chances.
For sure. Well, thank you so much, Coach, for joining us, and good luck tonight.
Yeah, we'll see you tonight. Thanks.
There you have it. Thanks to assistant coach Jason Kostecki for bringing us the insight on the Tigers. And obviously, Blake, you've seen this group work, and you obviously know these athletes very well. They've got a really good starting five. They don't necessarily go as deep as some other teams do, but that's just because they have so much top-heavy talent. I mean, we're going to see some guys on the floor that can shoot it. They're athletes. We'll get into the JD Fit starting lineups here more towards tip-off. We got about 7 minutes before that happens, but they got some really good athletes, right, especially Aiden Boots and Sear Hatch, a couple guys on the football team that are very noticeable, and Blake Ryder's also a very good compliment, too.
Yeah, and the Zayden Phillips kid last year didn't really know anything about him, went off for 28 on us, had, a career game that propelled him to the rest of the season. He's a guy who's playing with a ton of confidence, and they all are. They have found a system that fits them really well, and even though they've got a new coach, this is sort of the same system that Coach Joe Skydom ran when he was here as well. He just subbed a little bit more, but they're going to get out and run. They'll play 7 or 8 guys, and then they're going to run a circle motion trying to find cutters going through the middle and then coming off of the backside again. After behind that cutter is going to be a guy looking to catch and shoot a triple. But they do have some things that they do not so well that I think the Cardinals can definitely take advantage of. They're not very big. Okay, and we have 6'8", 6'6", so Gabe and Ty are going to have to be dominant in the middle. They are not very organized defensively in the games that I saw. They'll play defense. They'll be in the way, but sometimes it's a matador look. Like, here you go. Okay, and we'll see what happens. And they are very, very okay with trading 2s for 3s. They're a 3-point heavy team, but they play fast. They're going to give up some points, but they can score points in bunches. They were down to Hart, a good Hart team early in the fourth quarter, actually down by 4 going into the fourth, and scored 17 points in the first 3 minutes, just bam, 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 and that ended the game. Right then and there, Hart couldn't get back into it. So they do have some susceptibilities, but also those things that they're susceptible to, they make up in spades with the things that they do well. So it's going to be a battle. 2 coaches who have been through. Their coach used to coach at Grace Christian. Ken Ingles, Hall of Famer, been at it for 50 years. So you're going to see a little chess match too. Should be really fun to watch. I can't wait to see that battle. I love the coaching aspect of it. It is going to be a high-level fun ball game.
High-quality athletes in a chess match indeed. And last year, the Tigers taking down the Cardinals by 5 all the way back January 26th. 9-4 the Cardinals were after that matchup. They entered 9-3, so very similar. The high point guy was Gabe Chinga, 9 of 19 from the floor, so Gabe knows how to do it against the Tiger stripes. But really, Riley Venix had a really good game penetrating from what I remember. He had 17 points, 7 of 8 from the floor, and obviously that miss was from downtown, so he got to the rack. Only 10 turnovers, not a bad margin, 12 assists, only 24 rebounds. Grant definitely beat us a little bit on that aspect, but that goes with their style of play. The numbers for rebounds are going to be a little bit lower because of the fact a lot of people probably heard what you said and thought of 3 letters when it comes to the way that Grant plays basketball. NBA style basketball, where defense is maybe not the priority. Who can score 110 first is going to win the ball game. But overall, 8 of 25 shooting and 26 of 58. Granted, literally and figuratively, that was at home, not in this gym. So it's been a minute since we played in this gym, but obviously a lot to look forward to indeed. We'll get into our JD Fit starting lineups here before our final timeout, before tip-off. We do have our official starters in the books for both respective teams. First, for the hometown Tigers, it'll be Aiden Booth, Sincere Hatch, Ethan DeLong, Zayden Phillips, and Blake Ryder. 1, 3, 4, 5, 10 respectively in numbers. 3 seniors and 2 juniors for the Grant Tigers and head coach Dan George. For the Big Rapids Cardinals, it's the same 5 usual suspects. It will be the pairing of Cole Heist, Jerice Moten, Liam McLaughlin, Gabe Jinga, and Ty Gilchek, your starting 5. And those 10 on the floor all together, that's a whole lot of speed. So transition offense and defense is going to be a key in this one for sure. And I'm going to probably have to take some breathing exercises at timeout, just like the players are going to have to do, because it's going to be back and forth the entire night. And so really, conditioning as crazy as it may sound when we're talking in January, hasn't been that far since the break, so these guys are going to have long legs here tonight.
Well, and one thing to realize, too, as people continue filling in here as we watch, that the fans are continually coming in. We've almost got a completely packed house here. Going to be a lot of yelling. It is going to get hot in this gym. And, you know, the production off the bench is going to be something that you've got to look at. The Cardinals don't get a lot of guys besides Drew Heiss to come off the bench and score for them, while Grant can. They've got 2 or 3 guys that can come in and fill it. So that's another battle to look at, you know, who produces the most from the bench. And again, you know, Grant is going to defend differently. Something that they do well defensively is they are going to defend the post by doubling from the backside, something you don't see a lot in high school basketball. And so you got to see it. The ball gets to the inside. Either it's a quick move for Ty Gabe or even Cole who goes down there, or it's got to get moved. The ball has got to get passed back out to deflect it and to get away from that double team that's going to come. Again, going to be a crazy one. The Cardinals look like they're ready to go. We've got a minute and a half until tip-off. I can't wait.
It's going to be a great one. JD Fit is where the area's best athletes train. Go downtown Big Rapids on Michigan Avenue. Workouts, equipment tailored to your athlete's needs. Schedule a free consultation at getjdfit.com. With that, we will send it to our final timeout. We'll pay some bills. We're back with the start of Grant and Big Rapids, a conference championship contending title fight in front of your very ears. Coming up after this break right here on News Radio WBRN.
American Legion Post 98 Baseball returns to the Diamond next summer. The area's best players assemble to compete with some of the nation's best American Legion teams. Ty Gielchak, Noah Sweppenheiser, Kurt Wilbur, John Lazinski, Carson Rakoff, and Brody Osowski return along with Nowego's Russell Toff, Reed City's Caleb Sommer, Sten's Emmett Ligman, and Everett's Aiden Anderson, plus new talent Lucas Johnson of Everett, Ian Metzger, and Kobe Franklin of Cadillac, and even Parker Billings of Fulton. The team has athleticism, speed, power, IQ, and talent to make up the 2025 Post 98 AA Ducks. Post 98 American Legion Baseball is supported by Hamtech, SMC Electrical Services, Hunty's Clubhouse, Biller Insurance, the Rakoff family, Old and Air Quality Professionals of Dundee, Brown's Barbershop, the Big Rapids Media Network, and BBR Mobile Home Setup. Shout out to Peter. Without the community support, there would be no American Legion Baseball in Big Rapids. From all the players and coaches, thank you for your support. Find the Post 98 schedule at 98baseball.com.
Detroit Lions football.
Back, looking, throwing, got the man! Touchdown, Detroit Lions, Jahmyr Gibbs! The Lions roll the dice on 4th down and come up big! 10 yards on the play!
NFC North champion Detroit Lions face the Washington Commanders at Ford Field. Pre-game tomorrow at 7 on your home for Detroit Lions football.
Lions vs. Commanders is on WBRN. Tune in with pregame at 7 o'clock and kickoff at 8:10 on 96.5 FM and 1460 AM. Detroit Lions football is brought to you by Big Rapids Pennzoil and Auto Repair, Mecosta County Collision, Paris Auto Service and Repair, Moda Public Transportation, Gingrich Tire Center of Remus, 19 Mile Veterinary Clinic, Aaron Carrier Attorney at Law, Quality Car and Truck Repair, Michigan Primary Care Partners of Big Rapids, and American Legion Post 98 Baseball. Lions vs. Commanders is on WBRN. Tune in with pregame at 7 o'clock and kickoff at 8:10 on 96.5 FM and 1460 AM.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
The ASE Blue Seal of Excellence Award for auto repair is not easy to earn, and there's just one repair shop in the area that has received it, Quality Car and Truck Repair. Call or make your appointment online today, 220th Avenue, off Perry, just west of 131, Big Rapids.
TikTok, YouTube, Hulu, get your business where customers are watching an average of 24 hours of content each week. Dasos Digital curates campaigns for your business for your goals, targets, and budgets. Video content creation may seem daunting, but Dasos Digital can see you through the trees. Short form, long form, drone, Dasos Digital can get you looking good in front of your customers consistently and effectively. Dasos Digital, navigating your business through the digital wilderness. Visit dasosdigital.com for more.
JD Fit in downtown Big Rapids is where you go to get fit. Are you a gym loaner? Do you need your workout but want your space to work? Or do you want one-on-one workout help? Whatever your workout needs, JD Fit can help you get fit. Stop in downtown Big Rapids or find them online at getjdfit.com.
A beautiful rendition of our nation's anthem, and we are ready for basketball here in Grant, Michigan. The Tigers and Cardinals squaring up for the sole lead of the CSAA-Red division. Hi, everybody. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas with you. If you think you're late, you're right on time. We have our starting lineups being introduced right in front of us. We already went through them here before our last break, but for those that missed it, the Grant Tigers will be sending out their first five, and Aiden Boots, Sincere Hatch, Ethan DeLong, Zayden Phillips, and Blake Ryder, as well as the Cardinals will be sending out their main starting five in Jerice Boughton, Cole Heiss, Liam McLaughlin, Gabe Chinga, and Ty Gilchek. As the lights go to dark spotlight, it's that kind of a basketball game tonight. Blake, the fans are into it. The crowd is going to be into it. The communities are into it. It's just one of those basketball games. I got a feeling you just had to be there, or you recall the moment where you were. This is going to be a heavyweight title fight.
Absolutely. This is what you want. A smaller community in Grant showing out for their team tonight, their undefeated team. This is the place to be in the CSAA tonight. Can't wait to watch this. It's got that atmosphere. It's going to be fun. And this is what basketball is all about. I don't care what level it is, whether it's varsity, collegiate, when you can get a full packed house, there's nothing better.
Nothing better indeed. I'm jealous looking at the atmospheres continuing to grow, the things around it as well. We'll keep you up to date as well throughout the broadcast, mainly at halftime scores around the league. Right now, Newaygo and Chip Hills are scheduled to play tonight. That one we will certainly be keeping an eye on down over in Remus. Right now, the girls finishing up their matchup there. So that should be a very interesting one indeed, as well as Molly Stanwood and Kent City. Another whale of a basketball game on the girls' side here tonight. Opening tip-off, and we're underway. McLaughlin dives underneath, had it blocked, picked up on the boards immediately there by the Tigers. They're out and running full court towards the corner. Into the hands now, Zayden Phillips up top. Cardinals going to work man-to-man, almost a zone down the lane. Layup is good. That's a great cut. Blake, you talked about it. Aiden Booth straight down the middle after stretching the Cardinals out wide.
There you go with that circle motion, cutting right down the middle against the matchup zone. And an easy deuce for Mr. Booth.
Man-to-man look here for Grant. We can already see chirping on the floor. Hatch and Jenga, those are two guys we're going to be watching very closely here tonight. Here's Gilchek. Nice shot fake. Down. Kick pass over for Liam. Liam dives inside. Head fake. Fires. And scores. Uses the glass beautifully. McLaughlin is on the board first for the Cards. Two apiece in the first 60 seconds.
Good to see Liam aggressive. Gets a good jumper there. Uses the glass. Good stuff.
Especially after that first miss. Confidently going to the rack. He's on defense up top now against Booth. They'll reverse it to the corner. Open man. Fires a three. Yes. Big time shot. DeLong hits a triple. That's something the Cardinals are going to have to stop. You don't want the Tigers to just keep letting them fly all night.
All five guys on the floor for the Tigers can do that. Got to find a way to keep the ball out of the corners.
Poked out of Gilchek's hands on the baseline. Cardinals will get the basketball back. Big thanks goes out to Extremely Clean, our official rebound sponsor tonight. Extremely Clean can professionally prepare, repair, and paint any surface in your home. Extremely Clean up on the boards this evening, our rebound sponsor. Jenga up top, going to try to drive in the paint, working against Hatch, downhill, flips it up too high for Gabe. Hatch chirping at him on the way back. We'll watch that matchup, especially in the corner, back to the wing. Tigers are working across. Dribbling up, Cardinals switching around the defense here, flipped up off the window, no good for Hatch, put back up and in. Jenga just a little bit off the block, and that gave Hatch just enough to squeeze underneath and get his own miss and put it back in. 7-2 in the first 2 minutes in favor of the Tigers. Short corner, they try to get to Gilchek, and a foul is called on the block. It looks like over top of the back, perhaps around the hip. Contact against Gilchek. That's the second time they've been really looking at him defensively, a lot of presence going his way there in the block position.
I think they know the Cardinals want to get the ball inside, and give the Tigers credit. They're playing physical.
Moten had it, rushed through his hands on the inbounds play. It could have been a layup. Grant throws it across. Was it tip? Yes, no, it's going to be a violation. Hatch had it in his mitts. He thought it was deflected, but it is not. Over and back. Cardinals force a turnover, so they'll get the basketball back. All timeouts tonight are presented by Moda, the Makasasoa Transit Authority. Rides to Wellness. They provide reliable transportation as far as 100 miles outside the city limits. Visit modaonline.net for more. Around the horn now to the short corner. Gabe sees a double team back out for Jerice. Cole, jab fake back over to Jerice. Would love to see Jerice try to get to the hole. Now he's going to put his head down. Good defense. Lost it through the wickets. It's taken away. Great defense by Booth. Out for a three on the way. In and out, no good. Battle for the board. Out of the hands of the Tigers and into the hands of Moten.
The Cardinals pretty stagnant on offense right now, not moving the ball, really easy to guard.
Heiss sees another double team. A lot of heavy gap defense in this man-to-man for Grant. It's almost more like a zone. Jenga will fire a three. Draws nothing. Gabe Cole to start this game. He's going to need to heat up quickly. Up top for Hatch. Grant will settle. They left a man now here for Hatch. Down the lane. Lays it in. Gilcheck contested, but not good enough. 9-2. Cards trail in the opening moments.
Cardinals just a miscommunication there in their matchup zone. An easy deuce for Hatch.
And a lost basketball. Heiss had it taken away. Layup, no good. Hatch missed it, and Jenga lets him know about it. Those two are going to be battling for 32 minutes, no doubt about it. Heiss now with it in his mitts after the turnover. Over now for Gilcheck on the right wing. Surveys, trying to get something moving offensively for the screen. Jenga, mid-range, no good, wide left. Rebound by the Tigers, they'll push. Booth now, all the way over for Hatch, back to him. Looks in the corner. Great contest there by Gilcheck. Step back, jump shot on the way, nothing. Offensive rebound, backing his way and scoring. That's a big-time bucket. Blake Ryder just backed Jenga under the cup and scored it, and the Grant faithful are loving it. Moda timeout on the floor. Cardinals trail 11-2 in the first 4 minutes. Stay with us. More basketball coming up after this break right here on WBRN.
Rides to the doctor, rides to treatments, rides to PT. Mota offers rides to wellness. If you're in need of reliable transportation for your medical appointment, contact Mota as far as 6 months in advance. Mota proudly serves Mecosta and Osceola counties with travel limits as far as 100 miles outside the county area, as well as the greater Ann Arbor area. Rides to wellness pickups are available 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Visit modaonline.com or call 231-796-4896. That's 231-796-4896.
Back to Cardinal basketball on WBRN.
Welcome back here to Grant, Michigan. Big Rapids trailing against the hometown Tigers, 11-2 in the first 4 minutes. And Blake, really, offensively, not enough ball movement right now. Very stagnant on the offensive side of the basketball.
Yeah, when you don't move the ball, you become very easy to be guarded. Here we go. The Cardinals moving the ball around a little bit better here, but the ball cannot be stagnant like it has been.
Up top, Heiss is open, fires. Oh, got it. Downtown three ball. That's what we call a Schuberg Insurance Agency 3-point shot. Big time hit from Cole Heiss from downtown.
That's the Cardinals Kansas set there put in by Coach Heist actually, and gets a good look for Cole.
Three ball on the way, no good. Good battle there. Ty Gilcheck throws it off for the Tigers. It's the Ty's signature to get Big Rapids the basketball back. Good fight underneath, as the offensive rebounding has been an emphasis for the Tigers. And when they shoot it as much as they do, there's no doubt about it that they want to get it. JD Fit, the area's best athletes, train with John Durante, downtown Big Rapids. Just ask Gabe Jenga. Contact them for more information. Here's Martin over Jenga down the lane. Great hesitation. Not able to score it. Tigers trying to save it, and they do. Just a missed layup from Jenga. Tigers look to try to take advantage. Fakes the corner three on a pump fake. Back up top. Moving it back to the corner. Hatch fires. Yes. Missed two one way. Turns into a three the other way. That's how the Tigers want to play basketball tonight.
Yeah, Grant can really feel it. You know, they're feeding off the crowd right now. They're an outstanding ball club.
Cardinals will move it around. Jenga trying to post up down there. Looks like against DeLong. Fires a three, no good from Heist. Grant pulls down the miss. 14-5 our score. 2:27 to go in the first. Ball movement. Missed pass. Corralled there by the Tigers. Trapped in the corner now. Gilchek defending there against Booth. Back up top. They'll move it around. Now into the hands of Ryder. Ryder will await. Orchestrate the offense here for Coach George. Onto the right wing. Holding it there against McLaughlin. Here's Hatch. Down the hill. Step back. Corner three. No. Wide of the mark. Jenga with the miss and gets the rebound. Heist. Great bounce pass. And Gilchek lays it in. That's pretty basketball, as that is a dime dropper from Heist as he finds Gilchek, who might have got his ankle maybe wrapped up a little bit there. He looks to be all right moving around defensively. 14-7 our score. Gilchek defending now against Ryder. He'll push him back out. Couple feet behind the three-point line. Tigers set it up. Hatch will fire. That one's short iron. Pulled down there. McLaughlin grabs it, gets it to Gilchek. Great job on the defensive boards by the Cardinals in the last couple minutes. Heist now a push. Fires a three. That one is short. Off of the top of the iron. No good. Grant pulls down the miss, out and running again in transition. Step up three. Gonna fire it. No good. Wide of the mark. Very strong shot from Booth. He draws nothing but the backboard. Coach Heist telling her group, slow down right now. Coach Ingles and company know they don't necessarily want to get into this track meet style that Grant wants to play. Down low, they get it into Gilchek. Back out. McLaughlin, spot up three. Bottom! Big time shot there from 4. McLaughlin's got 5 in the first quarter.
Way to run the offense to Ty there. A great passer. Plays inside out. Open look for Liam.
That is exactly what they want. And we saw against White Cloud earlier on Tuesday. Grant will set it up. They're trying to get it down low. Almost poked away by Gilchek. Back to Hatch. Looking, short corner, left-hand layup. No good on the right side. Lost the basketball. Back underneath and scores. And a foul is called on Moten. Hatch laid it in. It looked like Moten was out of the way, but the official calls the foul. So it turns into an and one opportunity with 30 seconds to go. That's just a big-time swing for the Cardinals, as right now Moten will go to the sideline. Gilchek as well. Drew Heist and Lamont Belvin will check in for the last 30 seconds at least. Hatch will go to the line, trying to make it a 7-point game at the Post 98 charity stripe. Up and good from Hatch. 17-10, 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Drew Heist will carry it. All free throws presented by Post 98. Donate with Coach Scarpelli and visit 98baseball.com for more. Heist three. Oh, yes! It's a splash town for Cole Heist off the catch, and the Cardinals within 4.
It looks like Cole banked that thing in from the corner.
Shot on the way from Grant. Back heel, no good. Swatted out of bounds. It will be Big Rapids basketball with 6.6 on the quarter clock. Trailing by 4. Jenga will throw it in here for Heist. Heist going to wait, let the ball trickle, saving some time. Smart play there by the veteran guard. Heist, Jenga, spot up, 3 ball. Oh, wide left. Belvin trying to grab the miss, and it's out of bounds as the quarter sounds. What an exciting quarter of basketball here in Grant right now, Blake. It's a track meet, and you can see up on the scoreboard, we're looking at 60-plus apiece if they can keep this rate.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now the Cardinals are still finding their footing. Gabe Jenga doesn't have a bucket yet, and that is something that will change. You weathered the storm there. All right, you're only down by 4. You take it, you move on.
We will be right back with the second quarter after this right here on WBRN.
Michigan Primary Care Partners is thrilled to announce they are now open Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. for acute issues. Avoid a costly trip to the ER and see your primary care provider right here in Big Rapids. Additionally, the Michigan Primary Care Partners in-house pharmacy is open on Saturdays for all your medication needs. Michigan Primary Care Partners is here to help you get and stay healthy. Find Michigan Primary Care Partners in Big Rapids, Canadian Lakes, Reed City, and always online at MichiganPrimaryCarePartners.com.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
At Quality Car and Truck Repair, your safety on the road is the priority. The maintenance and repairs we do are all to that goal. But other drivers are not always careful. So just a reminder, be safe and watch out for the other guy. 220th Avenue, off Perry, just west of 131, Big Rapids.
Welcome back here to Grant Middle School as the varsity boys basketball team squaring off 17-13 after one quarter. And right now you're seeing on display some great basketball. 18 wins in 20 games combined between these two teams. A little bit of a zone look here for the Cardinals. Jenga looking at the corner. He's going to be under the bucket right now. A little bit spread out of a zone look here. Blake, 1-2-2 start.
Yeah, the 3-2 zone, stapling to Ken Ingles' defense. Looking like Grant's going to try and overload it, the skip pass there, and they're going to look to find the ball in the corner.
Down the hill, way up, good. Confident take there from Ethan DeLong.
Well, and the way that Grant shoots the ball, you almost have to close out to the three-point line, and that opens you up for that baseline drive that Grant's been able to get.
Belvin was fouled as he tried to catch that one, and right back DeLong after making the bucket picks up his second foul. So Coach George likely going to have to make the change here. We'll see Jack Swanson, the sophomore, make his first appearance.
Yeah, little brother of Lucas, who had been there a few years. A really good ball player, one of the best pick-and-roll guards I've ever coached against.
Also a substitute for Coach Ingles and company. Belvin off, Gilcheck back on. Looks like he's got himself ready to go. Obviously took a little bit of a spill on that bucket. Seems to be all right, jogging onto the floor. He's going to have the work against Xander Powell down low, perhaps. Handoff, Drew to Cole, back to Drew. Pump fake, tie in the corner. Thought about it. Great shot fake. Looks, throws off of a Tiger player out of bounds. It's almost pretty much guaranteed. Ty's going to do that at least once a game. He's done it 2 already, and we're not even at halftime.
He's getting 1 a quarter right now. You know, he's a little bit taller. He gets bumped there. He's falling out of bounds, and he makes that play pretty regularly.
Win a brand new F-150 sponsored by Sylvania, only at Menards. Turnover going the other way. Grant down the hill. Jenga. Oh, great defense. They throw it up. No good. Baseball pass. Almost picked off into the hands of Heist. Pump fake. Blocked from behind. Grant's got it. Now they're going to try to run. Up the wing. Hatch. Almost had the pass. It was deflected. Caught back onto the wing. Down the hill. Mid-range. Inside. Yes. That's the man you're watching, Blake. Zayden Phillips drains the mid-range.
His first bucket of the game, too. So arguably the 2 best players on the court for either team are still, Gabe's still searching for his first bucket. Phillips just got his first one.
McLaughlin holds. Wild pass. It's a turnover. Grant 2-on-1. Looking up. Oh, they didn't call it travel. Now they do. It looked like the shuffling of the feet there. He might have just felt the presence of 24 around him, and I would have did the same thing.
That's the Gabe Jenga factor. Either you got to give it up to get it back, or you just got to try and use the rim to protect yourself. You hear Gabe coming. There's a solid chance it's going to get spiked up against the backboard. So great hustle by Gabe finding a way to get back to affect that shot.
Let's see if they can move the basketball around. The Cardinals in this set offensively. That one deflected and taken away. Trying to find Gilcheck up top. Pass was deflected. Tigers get it back. Looking for the pass. Get it in the corner. Tries to throw. Great job by Gilcheck. Forced it out of bounds. It will be Tiger basketball. 5:59 to go here in the half. Stick around. We'll have the BRPS halftime report coming up here. Once the final 6 minutes of this second quarter comes to an end, 21-13 our score in favor of the Tigers. Short corner look, back to Hatch. Pump fake. Looks, skip pass into the short corner now. Thought about a step back. They'll work it around. Good rotation defense by the Cards. Down the hill. Floats it up off the window. Too strong. Great contest inside. Great defensive set as Ryder misses too strong off the back iron. Heist looks, free throw line, kick out, tie for 3. That one's short right off the front. Good look there from Gilcheck, not able to make it fall. Hatch now to hold, corner, quick fire. That one wide to the right. Moten pulls down the miss. Heist will carry it across the timeline. Defended up top, drives, looks, had it knocked out of his hands. Cardinals will keep it back. He wanted a foul call, nothing on the floor here. Coach Ingles will get an inbound opportunity. They had an open bucket for Moten last time, but he just couldn't handle the pass.
Cardinals running just a basic rotation here, trying to get the ball inbounds, either to a post or there, right?
Finds a man. Gilcheck! That one off the back heel, no good. Battle for the board, won by Hatch. Out and running. Euro step. Fouled by Gilcheck.
Sincere Hatch is having a heck of a ball game. He's doing a number on Gabe Jenga right now, holding him scoreless. As well as he's already got 9-10 points and 4 rebounds, having a heck of a ball game. This is what you want from a senior stepping up in the biggest game of the year.
And not only that, defending Gabe Jenga when they're in man-to-man sets. He wants the challenge. We could see that from the jump, talking to Gabe every time down the floor. Hometown bounce is good off the first try from the post 98 charity stripe. That one bounced right off the back heel, straight up and straight down. That's how you know you're in your home gym. You get makes like that time and time again. We saw that at Fremont on Monday. Second one is good from Hatch. 23-13 score. Grant with the lead here at home. Cardinals look to try to get something going. Moten back for Drew. Left to right wing. Open man. Corner three for Cole. That one back heel. Bounces no good. No favorable bounce this time for the visitors. Grant's going to run. Trying an open three now to a mid-range. That one long. Gabe pulls down the miss. Off the fingertips that time from Ryder again. He loves that mid-range jump shot, number 10 in white. He's got it a couple times tonight. Made one, missed a couple. Turnover. Drew Heiss lost it. Trying to drive, and now a foul is called. Coach Engels can't believe it, and to be honest, I would agree with him there after the contact against Heiss that forced that ball free. Same way the other way, and unfortunately, Grant catches a break, and they might be having themselves a good opportunity on the inbounds.
Yeah, tough there. The officials trailing the play, trying to catch up after a steal there. Hard to see. Sometimes calls don't go your way. How do you respond? So what, now what?
You got to imagine their conditioning is definitely going to be put to the test with these two fast teams here tonight. Hatch will hold. 10-point lead for the Tigers. Cardinals look for a stop. It bounced into the corner. Cardinals moving it around. That zone look once again. Heiss now defending up top. Grant trying to attack. Kick out pass to the short corner now. Into the hands here of Ryder. Ryder, skip pass. Thought about the three, not going to take it. Hatch defended by Heiss. He was looking over for Powell, not able to pass it to him. Now off the dribble, fires. Bounces around, no good. Into the hands of McLaughlin. Cardinals look to push. Liam down the hill. Floats it up, no good. Gilcheck the offensive rebound. Kick out for Moten. Over for Cole. Open three from the top. That one is strong. Cole hasn't got it going just yet. But, man, he's had some open looks. He knocks down 2 of the 5 he's tried. Man, this is a different ball game.
Yeah, tough shooting gym. A different shooting gym. We need Cole to knock down those jump shots to have some success tonight.
Skip pass to a wing three. Back heel, no good. Pulled down by Moten. Out for Liam. Sees 4 Grant defenders and will stop himself in his tracks in transition. 3:27 to go in the half. Jenga. Nice fake up top. Not able to finish it. Gabe still looking for his first bucket tonight. Not getting the bounce luck. That one kicked by Moten on an attempted bounce pass. Trying to find the late man there, Swanson, the sophomore, for a potential three-point try. Not able to score it, thanks to Schuberg Insurance. Three-pointer and auto, home and life coverage. Of course, our three-point sponsor for Cardinal basketball. Grant off the inbounds. Hatch defended by Gilcheck. They're going to move it around the horn. Swanson looks up top. Bounce to Hatch. Inside. Great cut. Down the hill. Lays it in. Backdoor cut. Moten just left in the dust on a beauty of a cut that time there for the Tigers.
Great offense there. Guy turned his head. You back cut. Easy layup.
Heiss looks for a screen. Goes behind his back. Double team now, in trouble, gets it to Ty, back to Cole. Cole off the dribble, backing his way, sees 2 Tigers in front of him, now will back it out. Ty in the corner, shot fake, thought about it, looks, throws off of a Grant Tiger defender for the 3rd time and out of bounds. They'll steal a possession. Right now, Grant is playing those saggy gaps with a very pesty on-ball defender. There's just no room to drive right now. The Cardinals have been held to shots, and they're not falling right now. Good defense from the Tigers and game plan.
Cardinals are currently scoreless in the second quarter.
Looking for their first bucket here. Chinga spinning. Kick out. Moten. Now for Gilcheck. Great closeout. Back to Gabe. One-on-one against Hatch. Goes up and scores. There's 24. He's in the book at 2:20 to go in the half. See if he can turn one into 2. Kick pass. Back over. Serving on the right wing. Ryder looks. Finds a man. Fires. Swanson. No good. Drew nothing. The Cardinal crazies letting him know about it. They've made the trek here to Grant tonight. Heiss for McLaughlin. Over to the nail. Back for Gabe. Gabe thought about the 3. Backs it out. He'll dribble it up top around the arc. Trying to get a set in. McLaughlin off the catch. Looks to work. On the switch screen. Kick for Ty. Ty caught in the corner. Dribbles. Short corner. Lays it up. No good. Not able to get the English. Bounces around back to Grant. They're coming the other way now in transition. Hatch defended by McLaughlin, stops his dribble on the catch pass, and a timeout call by Coach George. 25-15 our score. It's the hometown Tigers on top. Don't go anywhere. More basketball coming up next right here on WBRN.
You know those guys who clean up decks, docks, siding, and gunners?
You mean extremely clean?
Well, they do more. A lot more.
Like?
Extremely Clean cleans everything and anything. Not just outside, but indoors too. They can professionally repair any surface and paint it, whether it's walls, ceilings, cabinets, and woodwork. Licensed and insured, over 17 years in business. Extremely Clean does it all, inside and out. And when they're done, it's on Facebook and extremelycleanmi.com. Call today.
Welcome back here to Grant, Michigan. Tigers lead 25-15. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas here with you. Overall, the Cardinals have not done a bad job defensively against this Tiger team. They've held them to 25. They're on pace for 50 right now if they can D up in the final 90 seconds. Offensively, man, the Tigers are playing their best basketball right now.
Yeah, the causing fits for the Cardinals on that side of the ball. Suffocating defensively.
Working it around the horn, two guys in one spot. Hatch now on the handoff from Swanson. Corner pass, looks over there. Here's Powell. Back to the corner, driving down the baseline. Try to hand it off and barely got it. Coach Ingles wanted to travel, not going to get it. Baseball pass to the other corner, fires. Front iron no good. Battle for the miss. Gabe's got it. Gives it up to McLaughlin. What a play. Here's Moten now. He'll carry it. McLaughlin behind him. Here's Gabe. Gabe between the legs, kick out. Cole way downtown. Got it! Oh, that's big man range for Cole Heist. Bottoms that one out. That's a big time shot.
They need Cole to make those. That's a pro range triple. Cuts the lead to 7. And anytime you can get it back under double digits, makes you feel a whole lot more confident.
25-18 now. Grant with the lead still by 7. Cutter inside, scores. Just got in front of Heist was Jack Swanson. The off-ball cuts have been crucial for the Grant offense. Moten is open, fires the three. Oh, goodness. That's what we want to see two do more often. He's left open and makes some pay.
Yeah, that's not on the scouting report. That's his first one of the year.
He's even smiling about it. Downside, and the layup is good. 4 seconds now. Heel check to Liam. Liam from half court. Just wide left. It had the distance, but not the trajectory and accuracy. That's one half of basketball here from Grant. Right now, defensive slugfest from two offensive juggernauts. 29-21 after 16 minutes of what's been very, very exciting and fast-paced basketball.
Yeah, not a ton of fouls, only 3 foul shots shot in the entire first half. You'd like to see the officials letting them play a little bit. The Cardinals are going to have to come up with some adjustments. I have total faith in Coach Ingles and Coach Heist, Coach Kostecki to come up with something. You held Grant, who's averaging 73 a game, to 29 in the first half. You have to feel good about that. You have to find a way to get easy buckets in the second half, because everything the Cardinals have done has been difficult when they've scored. And, if you're Grant, that's a win for you. Excited to see the last 16 minutes of this one.
It's going to be a wild ride. Stick around. BRPS halftime report coming up after these words. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball, only one place, WBRN.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom. For 11 years, Big Rapids Virtual School has been the area's leading provider of online education. We offer flexible, personalized instruction for all students, from kindergarten through graduation. Students have access to instruction 24/7, as well as instructional support, in-home or in person, from our experienced staff. If you are a public school student or a homeschool family that is interested in our curriculum, resources, and supports, find us online for more information. brps.org. BRVS. Anytime, any place, any way, any pace.
Save 30, 40, 50, even up to 80% off local restaurants, auto repair, services, things to do, health and fitness, and more. Bernie's Place, Cranker's Brewery, Monkey Shine Kennels, Hungry Howie's Pizza, Routley's Septic, Big Rapids Farm and Garden, Big B Coffee, Grand Hill Ranch, BR Fitness Plus, Bell's Coffee, and so much more. BigDealsBR.com is your first stop when shopping locally. Sign up for weekly Big Deal sales so you never miss a deal. BigDealsBR.com, where you shop for local savings.
Same make, same model, same diagnostic issues.
Why does my car always tell me there's something wrong? Even after I installed my expert D800 neural net processor, it still says my alternator is overheating.
But sometimes things aren't always what they seem.
Johnson's Automotive fixes electrical issues on any make and model.
With the help of Johnson's Automotive Napa-certified techs, the T800 is back on track to complete his mission.
This time, I'm back for good.
Johnson's Automotive. Schedule service online at johnsonsautoBR.com.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
At Quality Car and Truck Repair, your safety on the road is the priority. The maintenance and repairs we do are all to that goal. But other drivers are not always careful. So just a reminder, be safe and watch out for the other guy. 220th Avenue, off Perry, just west of 131, Big Rapids.
This is Senior Gabe Jenga, and you're listening to Big Rapids Cardinal Basketball on News Radio WBRN.
Welcome back here to Grant Middle School, home of the Tigers. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas here joining you live. Right now we are at halftime. 29-21 is our score. Tigers lead it here at home. Defense has been a priority, especially you can tell in the game plan for the Tigers. They've done a very good job, much better than what we've seen on film defensively this year. Right now, I mean, they've held opponents to about 40 points per game, but looking at the offenses they played this year, no disrespect to the early part of their schedule, but statistically, a lot less offensive prominent teams. This is really their first big test, and they've stepped up through 16 so far.
Yeah, it's been a mixture of a little bit. I love Grant's effort in the first half defensively. They've executed their game plan perfectly. Anytime the ball's gone in the post, told you there was going to be a double team. It's happened. And also the Cardinals aren't helping themselves out. It is a very stagnant offense. It's very much here, take the ball, see if you can score. Okay, maybe you can attack and kick, but if you can't hit those gaps with the breakdown offense that the Cardinals like to run, you've got to find a counter to that. And right now is where you make that change at halftime. And also, it seems like this is a big one for Grant. This is not an easy place to play. One of the more difficult places to play in the CSAA, and that's for sure. And the crowd is into it. And they have made life very, very difficult for the Cardinals offensively. But you're only down by 8 points.
8 points.
You have Cole Heiss who can come down on 3 straight possessions and erase that immediately. And you're finding some scoring. Liam off to 5 points. I think that's the most points he's had in a half since the Chippewa Hills game. You've got Jarice 1 for 1, and it was a triple.
Butter.
Okay, and if they're going to leave him that open, he's got to be willing to take and make that shot, and that is going to cause teams to now. You have to respect that a little bit. Go out and get him, and then that's going to open up another gap. So the Cardinals, you erase that half. You know you're down by 8. You get it out of your head. How do you make adjustments to make up this deficit? Okay, we've seen the Cardinals come back by 8 before. This is not out of the question. You just got to start finding ways to hit open shots and create those opportunities.
Absolutely. And Moten's first three-point shot of the year, 4th try so far on the season. Very impressive there from Jarice. And Gabe Jenga, only 2 points at the half. I mean, this is a guy we've seen put up 30 this year in CSAA conference play. So we'd like to see him get going this year. Do have a score update for you from Kent City. Boy, Molly Stanwood came to play in Kent City. They lead 21-9. Almost just a minute past the second quarter start. They're dominating in 9 minutes of basketball at the Nest, a hard place to play, against a team that is at the top of the table this year in the white.
Coach Alexis Cummings, a great basketball mind, does a really good job there. And there you have it. That's one that they gear up for. That's the one that usually dictates on both the boys and the girls side who wins the CSAA white, the CSAA red.
White. You were right the first time.
You were right the first time.
Yeah.
So, outstanding to see Morley Stanwood's boys having some success. A rival school of Big Rapids. But always a fun rivalry to coach in. That adds a little bit of wrinkle. They find a way to win that game. in February means a whole lot more.
Doesn't it? Man, oh man, it's going to be a fun basketball game for sure. Chippewa Hills and Newaygo just got started from Remus. 2 aside through the first, I believe, right around at the clock so far. Right around the first 2 minutes. Defense owning the first 2 minutes of that game so far. Only a bucket aside. We'll get to some other games as well. There's some notable games around the league. Obviously, we mentioned overall the Newaygo Chip game. White Cloud at Central Malcolm. That's the one I'm going to be looking for next as far as the scores to report, because those are 2 teams that have played really well in the white division as well. And especially, could you imagine if Moly Stanwood pulls off the upset, how happy those 2 teams are and how much more of a must-win game that is for either side. That one might get tight.
Oh, and you love to see that. You love to see that parity. You love to see where more games mean things instead of just 1 or 2. You know, you could have a bunch of games all of a sudden that are going to impact the league standings, not just at the bottom, but at the top as well.
Right now, getting that score loaded up for you. While we have a chance to do so, big thanks goes out to Dazos Digital. Get your business in front of potential customers on their TV. Dazos Digital can be the place that you can put ads. Hulu, Netflix, YouTube, live sports, you name it. DazosDigital.com can do it. Visit that website for more information. Big thanks to Big Rapids Daily News. Get your recap of this game, other CSAA scores, fresh thing tomorrow morning. We won't let you skip a beat with CSAA boys and girls basketball. We'll have the rundown coverage as well. Big Rapids Daily News as well on YouTube. Search that. WBRN as well on YouTube works. Those are all keywords that'll get the job done. And you can get your sports weekly fix with myself as well as Coach Thomas and all of our other great coaches and players around the league. Score to report now at halftime. It's 31-15. Hornets, boy, how good have they played? They erased that Grant game. They said, wasn't our night. Who cares? And they're back to it. And right now, they were a team entering right now 3rd or 4th. I want to say they were 4th in the white out of the 5 teams. And there's no question. They're the hottest team on that side, and it starts with Ralston, their talented guard.
Yeah, you know, we saw him firsthand, got to see him in person, hitting shots from 30, 35 feet, kept his Hornets in that game against the Cardinals. He was a pleasure to watch, really, really fun to watch. Good kid. Got to talk to him a little bit after the game, told him how much I enjoyed watching him play. He was very grateful. A really nice kid, and you'd like to see those types of kids have success like he has. And again, Shea Ingles, a young coach, Kent's great nephew, who knows the game really well. Like to see him have some success because it has been a struggle for Central recently. So awesome to see them, turning that corner because, in years past, they've had some really, really good ball clubs.
They have.
Very competitive ball clubs. So there's some history there, and good to see them back at it. Anytime you can have everybody in your conference competitive, it just makes for better basketball, and it makes you better as a team as well.
The Ingles bloodline just lives, eats, breathes basketball.
That's
and that
right.
is why you have so many good teams and such a big coaching tree for Coach Ingles and company. With that, we will step aside for our final 30-second timeout. Basketball, second half, coming up next, right here on your home for Cardinal basketball, WBRN.
TikTok, YouTube, Hulu, get your business where customers are watching an average of 24 hours of content each week. Dazos Digital curates campaigns for your business for your goals, targets, and budgets. Video content creation may seem daunting, but Dazos Digital can see you through the trees. Short form, long form, drone, Dazos Digital can get you looking good in front of your customers consistently and effectively. Dazos Digital, navigating your business through the digital wilderness. Visit DazosDigital.com for more.
Y'all listening to Big Rapids, Cardinal basketball on WBRN.
Right to work we go. Back in News Radio WBRN. Thanks for all tuning in. Second half is officially underway here in Grant. Cardinals start with the basketball. Skip pass over for Moten, looking inside. Finds Gabe, backs in, goes up. Not going to score. Grant with the rebound. That's a big-time stuff underneath. Gabe backed his way in, had a look, but turned back by the rim. Tigers
Again,
now will work.
He drives baseline, sees a double team, impacts his shot. The game plan is being executed perfectly by the Tigers.
Big thanks goes out to New Horizon Landscaping. You can trust them to help with your snow removal of commercial and residential properties. Find out more. Search New Horizon Landscaping on your nearest search engine. 29-21 our scores. We return. 50 seconds gone in the third. Still at the same score we left 50 seconds before. Moten defending on the outside, no room to work for Ryder. They rotate it around. DeLong now to the nail. Holds as Phillips. Back to Hatch. He's had a big first half. Great pass inside. Boy, that's an elite find. He throws the goggles up in celebration and well-deserving with that find. Just a perfect dive and a perfect pass on the no-look down to the block.
It's the third time one of the Cardinals has been caught with their head turned and back cut, and an easy layup for the Tigers.
Cole backs his way. Great wrap pass, trying to find Ty in the corner. Now he's going to dribble, looks, throws back out here for Jenga. Jenga driving inside, lays it up. Not able to score it. No contact call. Tigers working the other way, trying to save it. Just settling his feet close to a travel was Phillips. Kept his feet going. 6:20 to go here in the quarter. 10-point ball game. Grant leads. Back for Hatch. He'll hold way outside the right wing where Cole Heist made that three-pointer, a big three-pointer before the half. Foul called underneath.
Jarice bumped the cutter. Guy was coming in, threw his hip out at him. Can't do that. That's an easy call for the officials.
Right. You commend Jarice for trying to stop the cutter, but obviously without contact is the preferred method because that's how Grant has beaten you with the 5-point deficit or the 5-bucket deficit. Steal from Jenga. Great hands off the inbounds, just took it away. Gabe looks down the hill, finds Moten. Out for Cole. Fires a three. Back heel, no good. Battling down is McLaughlin, not able to grab it. Phillips all the way up. Ryder looks DeLong. Right wing, corner. Firing there. That one no good. Short rimmed it. Off of Jenga's knee. Out of bounds. Tiger basketball. Things just haven't been going right for 24 tonight. He's been struggling, and really in the game, the Cardinals need him to get going.
Yeah, it's a tough one right there. A couple guys go up for a rebound, hits Jarice's hand, and then bounces off of Gabe's knee. Just super unfortunate.
Great hands from Gilchek. They're not able to get the steal. Now they do. It's into the hands of Moten. Great defense from Gilchek on the inbound. Gabe down the hill, lays it up, lays it in. There's 24. He hurt us in the headsets, and he's going to work. Cuts the lead for the Tigers to 8.
That's when Gabe's at his best, just when he can get downhill with a full head of steam.
When he gets to that right shoulder, you say it, Coach, game over sometimes. We'll see if he can continue that working so far. Booth holds it. Now he'll go across on a screen. Open three, going to pass it up. Hatch, short corner. Down, double team, down to the block, throws it up. Good. Gilchek tried to get over. That's great relocation by Aiden Booth. One block to the other. Gets his man somebody to throw it to right underneath the cup.
That guy right there entering in the ball in the post and then cutting off of it. A fantastic job by the Tigers.
Steal there off the turnover. Grant looks to capitalize. Floats it up. No good. Battle for the rebound. Kept in by Grant. They hold it. Up top. Booth. Corner. Gabe will defend there. Trying to relocate his Booth off the pass. So much off-ball cutting from this Grant team. Shot fake. Goes up. Flips it up. No good. Great box out from Jenga off the miss. Heist will run with it now to the right wing. Cole surveys. Great find. Inside. Count the bump and the bucket. Moten gets the deuce and has a chance for a three-point play.
The first time the Cardinals get a back cut, Cole does a good job. He's got great court vision, great IQ. Sees Jarice making that cut, dumps it down there. Jarice, strong kid, gets the and one, makes the layup. Again, they're still battling. Have a chance to cut it to 7 here. You're winning that quarter. If you do so, you just got to keep grinding.
Heist, 3 assists in that game against White Cloud. Gets one there. Free throw, no good from the 98 charity stripe for Moten. Stays at an 8-point game. 4:21 to go in the third. Tigers move it around. Corner, off the fake, down, throws up a reverse. Rejected by the front of the rim. Gilchek, baseball pass out ahead. Here's Cole. Spot up. Fires off the back heel, no good. He wanted that one to fall. He was open. Transition look, turn back, steal. Gilchek lost it out of bounds. No, they're going to say it's off the Tigers. Great job from Gilchek on the steal. I mean, he was great against White Cloud in that department. He had 2 as well as he had what was last year, a game where he had 5 or 6 steals, and that's really an elite level athleticism from your 5.
Good job by Ty there. Knowing the scouting report, know that the ball is going to be advanced relatively quickly by the Tigers. He hangs out at half court and picks one off.
13 steals entering the game. He's already got 2. And he's got a layup, too. Backing his way in and just sent DeLong to the block and scored it over top. Grant will move to the short corner, backing out there. Nothing doing for Swanson. Good defense from Gilchek. way behind the line, not going to fire. He thought about it. Off-ball cut. Heist going to rotate to the nearest guy on the top. Little bit of a man, kind of a zone look, that almost saggy man-to-man look here against Grant. Up on the top. Hatch thought about it, going to pull it back. Looks, driving, kick pass. Now Hatch will fire. Front iron, no good. Great job from Gielczak, and he draws the foul underneath. Great minutes in sequence from 43 in red.
Yeah, again, we were talking about Sincere Hatch in the first half, stepping up as a senior. Now you've got Ty Gielczak, a senior, stepping up, taking control. You can tell how much this means to him, how much he wants to win this ball game.
Another extremely clean up the glass from Gielczak. He's got himself at least already, just by my count, 3 in this half, it feels like so far. 3 minutes to go, 6-point game now. Heist off of heavy defense, back for Ty. Great fake, great pass, but knocked away. Moten was open, Ty knows it, but that is just an elite hustle play down underneath to dive down from Phillips.
Yeah, the one thing that the Tigers have done is they contest every time the ball's in the paint, it's being contested for the most part. That is an easy way to be successful defensively.
Drew Heist, floater. Bounces, no good. He had a good look down the lane, not able to finish it. Drew looking for his first bucket. Back up top, good rotation on defense. Diving, floating, scoring. That's a nice touch from DeLong. His first bucket in quite some time. Great touch. Heist looks for contact. Gonna draw the foul. Was he shooting, though? Yes, they're gonna say 2 free throws upcoming. So Heist is gonna go to the Post 98 charity stripe. Of course, as always, donate. Best areas players play for Post 98 and Coach Scarpelli and the 98 Ducks. You can find out more at 98baseball.com. Contact Coach Scarpelli 796-7000 if you want to contribute to a potential national champion Legion team. First one is good from Heist. That's been the mark that he would love to get to at that free throw stripe, shooting almost 75% this year. Looks for the second. Would cut the lead to just 4. No good. It'll stay at 5. Full court pressure now. Here from Coach Ingles, switching it up. Hatch, back from half court. Gielczak will pick up man-to-man against DeLong. Looking for the down pass. Good hustle from Heist. Knocked it away, but Drew gets it just for the moment. Now they wildly throw it up top. Back for Grant. They'll settle down for the time being. Hatch, driving, spinning, floating. Good.
That's a tough move. Driving baseline, spins back to his right hand and finishes over top of Gabe. That's a big-time move.
Taj will fire that one short, out of bounds. Tiger basketball, man, that is elite touch on the finger roll there from Hatch. He's got to be in double figures now for Grant, and he's not the guy, the top scorer for this group. He is really upplaying this big game environment.
That's the thing, though, with Grant that makes them so difficult. They play a lot of positionless basketball. All 5 players on the floor can score at any time, and that's what you're seeing here. You kind of have to pick your poison, and Sincere Hatch has been pretty poisonous tonight.
Hatch, her surveys in the corner. Thought about hoisting it, not going to. They move it around the horn. Swanson holds, back up top. DeLong around, holding it at the wing. Cardinals shifting that defense around on top. You can tell there's no three-point looks for Grant. You're going to have to beat us with 2s. Hatch finds a man with a pass. Firing is Swanson. Got it. Great ball movement again from the Tigers, and the lead was 4, and now it's 12. Here's Heist. Looks. Moten. Back for Gielczak. Short corner. Sees a double. Fires. Not caught by Jenga.
But again, that's the thing. Gabe catches the ball, and all 4 other Cardinals are just standing. There's no off-the-ball movement, so defenders know where their man is. They can pinch, and it makes it incredibly difficult to be efficient offensively. Ty has to hit a drop step and try and throw a baseball pass across court into the corner. That's a tough one to make at any time. Again, Grant doing a great job defensively.
Right now, 40-28 in favor of Grant to this point. 53 seconds to go in the third. Out of bounds. Cardinal basketball. They force a turnover. Great response from Coach Ingles' group and company. They'll get the basketball back. 51 seconds to go. Try to make it single digits. 40-28 our score. Big thanks goes out to WBRN School Closing Guarantee every 10 minutes. Find out at WBRN.com if your school is closed anytime Mother Nature has tricks up her sleeve. Drew Heist. Brother Cole. Good defense on recovery by the Tigers off the screen. Jenga looks to get downhill. Gets it back to Cole. Cole, jab steps, looks, draws a man. Jenga. Now down the hill, spinning, floating, foul call. It's going to probably be on Hatch. We'll await the official signal from our baseline official. Looked like contact there. Belvin was down low, relocating, and Hatch floated up. No, they're going to say that it was called DeLong. Interesting. I thought Hatch was in the worst position there, and he was also trying to reach the handout. Either way, his third now, DeLong's. Jing at the line. Wide left. Sub coming in. Liam McLaughlin is in. He'll return. Moten will take a breather. He's been really active defensively tonight. He even hit his first three-pointer in the first half, if you're just joining us. Jenga at the second. Winds, fires, back heel. Great board from McLaughlin, who got it back. Looks, fires, draws a foul in the process. That's how you come off the bench with some energy. Offensive board, and you draw a foul too.
And he's going to the line. And, this is a big deal for the Cardinals. You're down by 12. 22 seconds left in the third quarter. If anytime you can get points without the clock running, that's a big deal. So Liam, let's see. He's been knocking down free throws recently. See if he can knock down a couple here, cut the lead to 10.
8 of 18 from the stripe entering tonight. First on the way. Wide right. The rim is not being kind for the Cardinals right now. Jenga will take a breather, likely for the final 22 seconds of the quarter. Craven will relieve him. Cardinals trying to see if they can at least get one here from McLaughlin, get a defensive stop, maybe one more look. Fires. Good there from McLaughlin. Goes 1 for 2 from the 98 charity stripe. Full court press look. Belvin defending. McLaughlin bit the jump fake for a second. 15 seconds left. Pestering up top there. Trying to get a turnover against Ryder. And a foul is called on a hand check against Liam. Coach Ingalls can't believe it. Been a physical game both ways. 7 fouls in this quarter already, and we didn't even see any to that point, even near that mark, in either of the first 2 quarters.
May have been 3 in the entire first half.
Floating downhill, open man, and scores. Backdoor, beat him again.
And that's something that's going to make Coach Ingalls incredibly crazy or incredibly angry.
Heist, McLaughlin, 3 at the horn. Oh. No good, just short. It was a good look. That's the end of 3.
That's something that Coach Ingalls teaches. You got to protect the bucket on those out-of-bounds plays. They give up an easy one, down 13 going into the fourth.
Gonna need a big-time move here in the final 8 minutes. They trail by 13 here in Grant. Stick around. Fourth quarter coming up next right here on WBRN.
Have you ever wondered where to have your electric vehicle serviced? Or where to have your hybrid vehicle serviced? Johnson's Automotive. You'd think those vehicles would have to go to the dealership, but they don't. We service and repair hybrids and electric vehicles, serving you with honesty and integrity, and of course, technology at Johnson's Automotive. Call us 231-796-3700.
Get to the chopper.
JD Fit in downtown McRapids works to meet all fitness goals, whether it's to lose weight, get more mobile, or become a bigger, faster, stronger athlete. JD Fit specializes in custom-built workout plans for you based on your goals. Get JD Fit. Get started with a free consultation. Visit getjdfit.com.
Here we go, fourth quarter from Grant. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas with you. Cardinals got some work to do if they want to take down the undefeated Tigers at home. They trail 42-29 here in Grant. Obviously, defense has been the prominent game. Good news for Big Rapids. They've played well defensively. Grant is on pace right now for only 56. That'd be almost a season low. But right now, they're on pace offensively for 42. That's been the big story.
Yep, and now you see that the Cardinals are playing this 1-3-1, and the Tigers are going to have no sense of urgency to score here. They are completely fine with doing this.
Underneath, Hatch, pump fake, floats it, scores it. They drew out Jenga along, and a technical is called on Hatch. So talking is a positive until it turns into a negative. Too much chatter from 3 and White leads to a technical. And he's talking with the official, pleading his case, and the judge is not going to let him get away with that one. He's going to pay his dues with the tee.
You get teed, there's no getting that one back. Sincere Hatch has, I would never condone the trash talking. But at the same time, he has played a heck of a ball game. Sometimes they're high school kids. The emotions do get the best of you.
Especially in a game like this. Heist, in and out, no good.
It has just not been the Cardinals' night tonight. Things that they have done very well all season long have kind of fallen by the wayside. And again, Grant is a pretty complete ball club.
Heist second. Good. 1 for 2 in the stripe from Cole. Back to 14 now. Cardinals will get it back, virtue of the technical from Hatch. So that's going to give Cardinals a chance here. See if they can get something going offensively. Get something to fall and see if you can get momentum. Gilcheck, McLaughlin, Drew, and Cole Heist joined by Jenga. Finds Cole. Quick fire for 3. That one no good. Battle for the board, won by the Tigers. In the hands of DeLong. Pushing, passing, firing, scoring. It's that easy sometimes when it's going your way. 3-ball good from Swanson, who was just all alone on the wing.
And they pushed the lead out to 17 here. Cardinals got a lot of work to do.
Drew drains it from downtown. That's a big-time answer from the freshman, his first bucket tonight. Back to that zone look at the elbow. Tigers will hold. Time on their side with the 14-point margin at home. They lead it. Cardinals trying to cut the deficit, get themselves back in it. Quick pass, fires short. Offensive board and put back. The perfect miss for DeLong. Left it short, got it back, and he's able to score it. McLaughlin up, trying to draw contact, no call. Rebound taken by Grant. They're going to run with it. Into the hands now. Looking to work. Around. Floating. Passing. Wing shot not going to be taken. It looked like he was going to pull for a second. Was Ryder. Lost it. Heist both working at it. Just diving at it. And I think they're going to rule a jump ball. Yes, they are. That's going to be a win for the Cardinals. Possession arrow points the way of the Red.
Give the Cardinals credit. Down by 16, but still battling, still trying to find a way to cut this thing. If you can cut this thing to 10 with 4 minutes to go, you still got a shot. But Grant, like you said, has that time on their side. They are going to be in no rush to score the basketball. They're not going to hit their 74 points a game, but it doesn't matter. You just got to win by 1. They are playing a very complete game on both ends, to be totally honest, tonight.
So we have a stoppage on the floor. Blood, sweat, and tears is what this game takes, and they're leaving it on the hardwoods. We're getting that mopped up while we have the chance to do so. Big thanks, Extremely Clean, Schuberg Insurance, Post 98 Baseball, JD Fit, Moda the Mikasa, Transit Authority, New Horizon, Landscape, Menards, American Legion, Post 98 Baseball, and, of course, Dazos Digital, proud sponsor of the Rundown. Back we go, 6:17 to go in this one. Cardinals trail by 16. Big 3 from Drew Heist, cut the deficit, trying to add to it. Django off the dribble, mid-range, wide right, battling, Gilcheck missed a puppy on the blast, no good. Grant wants a foul call as Gilcheck was trying to trap underneath. He's smiling about it, almost forced a turnover. Up top, they'll swing it. Right wing 3. The 3-ball is now fallen, and that's a bad sign for the Cardinals for this talented shooting squad of Grant.
The Grant Tigers score points in bunches. Exhibit A there.
Heist turned it over. Thought he had a foul drawn, but he lost the basketball. Great job from Gilcheck, and a travel was called. So they ruled that his feet were down. He was stopped in his tracks in the shooting shot. He got it up to the shooting pocket. Great job from Gilcheck. Got a hand on the ball, and it was still in his hands as his feet touched before he passed it. Good call from the officials. 5:30 to go. Still a 19-point deficit. Cardinals need to get some shots falling. Jenga off the dribble. Creates separation. Back for Ty. Ty looks around on the wing. Screen for Moten. Moten looks to dribble. Behind his back. Over now Drew. Drew will have his try. Dribbles. Draws a foul on a hand check.
Oh, no.
And Drew comes up awkward on the landing, and his ankle now looks to be in some pain. That's going to probably force Coach Ingles' hand and make a sub. So Craven's going to check in, and Drew is really, really visibly in pain right now on that ankle after that awkward fall and the foul.
Oh, Grant's got their trainer down there, an ex-BRPS employee, Caitlin Douglas, one of the good ones, going to take a look at him.
Hopefully he's all good. Obviously, we'd love to get him back in this game, but still a long season to go. Just past the halfway point for both these teams. Craven off the dribble, lost the basketball, had it taken away. Dribbling now trying to force a turnover, and does. Craven gets it back, driving to the cup. Oh, and he left it short. Moten slapped it out of bounds. It'll be Grant basketball. Craven got it taken away, took it back, went strong to the cup, no contact. It'll be Tiger basketball.
Cardinals looking to go to a press here. You're at the point where you have to at this point.
You have to. You're going to try to trap. Craven at the top of it. Now Moten rotates over to the left side, near sideline. Grant in trouble. Now they're trapped. Moten, Heist get it set up. Timeout wisely taken. Coach George, he's seen a lot of these looks before. He's going to talk it over with his team. We will take a 60-second timeout. Back with more after this right here on WBRN.
Detroit Lions football.
Back, looking, throwing, got the man. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Jameer Gibbs. The Lions roll the dice on 4th down and come up big. 10 yards on the play.
NFC North champion Detroit Lions face the Washington Commanders at Ford Field. Pre-game tomorrow at 7 on your home for Detroit Lions football.
Lions vs. Commanders is on WBRN. Tune in with pregame at 7 o'clock and kickoff at 8:10 on 96.5 FM and 1460 AM. Detroit Lions football is brought to you by Big Rapids Pennzoil and Auto Repair, Mecosta County Collision, Paris Auto Service and Repair, Moda Public Transportation, Gingrich Tire Center of Remus, 19 Mile Veterinary Clinic, Aaron Carrier Attorney at Law, Quality Car and Truck Repair, Michigan Primary Care Partners of Big Rapids, and American Legion Post 98 Baseball. Lions vs. Commanders is on WBRN. Tune in with pregame at 7 o'clock and kickoff at 8:10 on 96.5 FM and 1460 AM.
Welcome back here to Grant High School. Tigers with the lead. Cardinals need some shots falling, and very quickly. They want to get back in this game. They just get it in before the 5-second call.
You've got to extend your defense here. You've got to get a 5-second count. You've got to get the official counting. No officials counting right now. Liam's got to step out and get him.
Foul is called. Looks like it's on the Cardinals. We'll await the guilty party. It's going to be on Craven. So a foul registered to Owen Craven. That is only his 9th foul this year, making his 10th appearance here tonight. That defensive presence you can certainly feel when he's on the floor. Picks up his first 52-33 score. Grant leads it. Cardinals need turnovers and threes in a hurry. Heist goes for the steal, and a foul is called on Moten. At this point, you got to go for the ball.
Yep.
A foul is a foul.
Well, and you still have 2 fouls to give before they're going to the line. You got to be aggressive. You got to hope you get lucky and poke the ball away and get possession and can attack. You've got to take some risks. There's no difference losing by 20 or losing by 10. You got to get it done, or winning. You got to find a way to get it done.
Firing off the inbound. Short iron, no good. It'll bounce out of bounds. Nice job by McLaughlin. Wisely with the IQ, lets that one bounce. Gilcheck is in. Craven will come off, try to get some size. Offense, defense switch, maybe perhaps. Right now, Ty with a couple buckets here in this game. So far, the Grant Tigers have done a good job limiting Cole Heist and Gabe Jinga offensively, holding the Cardinals to 33. Speaking of Gabe, he'll fire a mid-range, and he's short. Rebound. McLaughlin goes up off the backboard and good. Nice bucket from McLaughlin, and a timeout taken by Coach Ingles, Coach Heist, and Coach Kostecki. So they're going to talk it over with exactly 4 minutes to go. Do or die time. Back after this short break right here on WBRN.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
At Quality Car and Truck Repair, your safety on the road is the priority. The maintenance and repairs we do are all to that goal. But other drivers are not always careful. So just a reminder, be safe and watch out for the other guy. 220th Avenue, off Perry, just west of 131, Big Rapids.
JD Fit in downtown Big Rapids is where you go to get fit. Are you a gym loaner? Do you need your workout but want your space to work? Or do you want one-on-one workout help? Whatever your workout needs, JD Fit can help you get fit. Stop in downtown Big Rapids or find them online at getjdfit.com.
You're listening to WBRN 1460 AM at 96.5 FM.
Open man under the bucket and lays it in. The Cardinals set up a press, but forgot the last man down the floor. Easy 2 for Phillips. Jenga for Cole. Cole off the screen, step back, thought about it, thinks otherwise. McLaughlin's open. Yes! 4's heating up, trying to go for the steal. Trying to press now, and Craven will draw on the foul. That'll be the third. Correction, not draw the foul, commits the foul defensively. Yep. My apologies. 54-38 score. 3:38 to go. The big hit from Liam. He's been the offensive guy tonight right now, I believe, leading us here near double digits.
Yep, leading us with 10. A couple of triples, a couple of made layups. Been very productive and hasn't played a ton of minutes tonight compared to what he normally does.
Just beating past Craven on the catch. Held there, now Hatch with it against Chinga. Both those guys chatting to each other. Incredible athlete matchup, one-on-one. Pass off here, Swanson hold. Down the hill, layup, good, and the foul. Heist can't believe it. Conversion upcoming, try for DeLong. Just got the step on Cole. Little contact, hip to hip. That one's called. Gilcheck in for Craven. Offense-defense switch. 3:22 to go. Right now, chance for a 19-point lead for the Tigers.
But again, that's that circle motion. Ball goes to one side. Guy from the opposite wing is going to cut through off of the passer. Wide open there. Gets on Cole's hip. Easy bucket for DeLong.
DeLong converts it from the 98 charity stripe. Liam lost it out of bounds between his legs and just had that one slip through his mitts. Timeout, no, correction, substitute.
And that's just the story of the Cardinals tonight. Anything that is going to go wrong has gone wrong. That's just a fundamental thing. Liam goes to dribble the ball, may hit a dead spot on the gym floor. We don't know, and it trickles through his legs. Just a tough night for the Cardinals tonight.
Here comes the trap. They move it up. Thought about shooting that time was DeLong. That would have been an aggressive look. He's now got it up the top. Moving it around. Dribbles. Euro. Layup. Good. Touched every single inch of the cylinder and drops on the hometown rim. Here's Heist with it. Jenga. Jab step. Looks. Mid-range. In and out. Moten tries to grab the rebound, throws it in, and it's right to the Grant Tigers. Good hustle from Moten. Here comes the trap. Great steal from Moten. Great hustle. Jerice knocks it away, and a foul is called. That's a wise foul, I think, if you're Grant. You got plenty to give. Jenga was out and running. He gets by your shoulder. It's 4-on-2. That's a smart foul. But it does give the Cardinals a chance to change. Gilcheck, McLaughlin return. Craven and Moten off the offense-defense switch. 2:38 to go, 21-point lead. Cardinals got to get them falling. They got to start on this possession. Yes. No time to wait.
Yeah, no time to waste. Got to find a way to get a bucket here, preferably a triple. You're down by 7 of them. Got to go quick. Can't say yes. You got to shoot the ball.
Wide right off the 3. Backing. Tie. There, and it's good. 43 just backed away, and a bad pass. It's not over yet, folks. 2:24 to go. Cardinals, no, they're going to say, no, correction, timeout, Coach George. I thought they would change the possession there. It was clearly thrown right off the inbounds. So Coach Ingles will have a chance to chat with his group. While he does that, we'll take a timeout of our own. Moto timeout back after this here on WBRN.
The doctor, rides to treatments, rides to PT. Mota offers rides to wellness. If you're in need of reliable transportation for your medical appointment, contact Mota as far as 6 months in advance. Mota proudly serves Mecosta and Osceola counties with travel limits as far as 100 miles outside the county area, as well as the greater Ann Arbor area. Rides to wellness pickups are available 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Visit motaonline.com or call 231-796-4896. That's 231-796-4896.
Welcome back here to Grant High School. Brandon Wirth joining you here live. Blake Thomas with me upstairs here. Home of the Tigers, 59-40 right now. The margin looks bleak. Cardinals have a chance here. Draw something up on the inbounds play. Quick hitter, it's got to be at this point. Time is not on your side. You got to get steals full court, and you got to knock down shots.
Yeah, you're down by 19. Got to find a way to score quick. And, the press has been somewhat effective. You force a timeout on a trap just across half court. You've turned them over a couple of times. It's something you've got to continue to do if you can get an easy bucket or a quick bucket here. But you have to go quick.
Moten will catch it. He'll look to work. Heist thought about the 3. Great hedge. Diving on the floor. Tie up potentially in the making, and it is. That's as good of defense. Hedge the screen. Don't let Heist even get a look at the rim from downtown. Lost the basketball, and Grant just immediately diving on the floor on the hustle from Ryder, gets his team the basketball back.
Yeah, there's a few different ways you can defend a ball screen like that. And, that's a scouting report. You can't go underneath that screen because Cole's just going to drop back and pop it. So what you end up doing is you jump him there, and then you make him have to turn and make it. You've got somebody coming up to trap you. Not something you see a whole lot. Loses the ball. Grant gets it back.
Gilchek will line up against Hatch here. Man-to-man look here for the Cardinals, trying to see if they can get any steals. Hatch going to waste time here, 2:05 to go. Moten, trapping, trouble, throws it near half court. They're trying to call for a travel, not going to get it.
No, he didn't step on the line. Cardinals looking for a backcourt call. He didn't go backcourt.
Find a man open. Maybe he'll think about it. Now he will fire. That one's long, off the rim, battle for it. Off Heist, off a Tiger, no. And Heist very visibly upset. He thought it was off the Tigers. Bounces have been falling Grant's way.
No, yeah.
Not to say that's been the difference in this game. Grant has played a great game, but every time the Cardinals try to just get a little bit of a look, bad bounces have kept them away from it. Grant with the basketball. Final 90 seconds approaching. Grant pulling a page out of Big Rapids' book, trying to stall. Looks, foul called. That will be 5 for the team category. All players will remain in the game. Jenga will be a substitute. Fouls on Tide. That's only his second, but right now a chance for the Tigers, not necessarily to officially say it, but based on the board, a chance to really ice this one going to 20.
Yeah, a minute 35 left, up by 19.
And that one is no good. Cardinal Crazy's into it there for just a moment.
Yeah, Channing, let's play football.
Ooh.
That didn't happen this year, unfortunately.
Yikes. Second one on the way. That one is good. We'll leave that one to bed for now.
Yeah, consolation for them, I guess.
60-40, and they've dominated here on the
hardwood for sure.
tonight. Jenga looks for a step back, great defense. Here's Heist, looks. Double team, now trying to find the open man. Moten finds McLaughlin, Gilchek, great pass, bounce, nice pass, 3 ball. Game for 3. That one's in and out. Battle for the board. Gilchek, got it. Cuts into the margin ever so slightly. Time will continue to roll. 70 seconds, Grant gets it inbounds. And we got a stoppage on the floor. A timeout has been called on the floor by Big Rapids. Coach George can't believe it. He said, I got the ball in bounds. How'd they take a timeout? Either way, the officials grant a stoppage for Coach Ingles and company. Back with the finishing touches on this one after this here on WBRN.
You know those guys who clean up decks, docks, siding, and gunners?
You mean extremely clean?
Well, they do more. A lot more.
Like?
Extremely Clean cleans everything and anything, not just outside, but indoors too. They can professionally repair any surface and paint it, whether it's walls, ceilings, cabinets, and woodwork. Licensed and insured, over 17 years in business. Extremely Clean does it all, inside and out. And when they're done, it's on Facebook and extremelycleanmi.com. Call today.
This is Junior Liam McLaughlin, and you're listening to Big Rapids Cardinal Basketball on News Radio WBRN.
Back we are here from Grant. 60-42 is our score in favor of the Grant Tigers. Apologies for any confusions on the scores if you're following with us on X. Oh, a steal! Beauty! Heist right underneath for the 2. He read that pass beautifully. 60 seconds to go. Still a 16-point margin. Ball thrown in, trying to trap. Hatch is in trouble. Throws it. Wide pass. They get it just over the timeline before the 10-second tick. Driving, down, kick man. Hatch for 3. Oh, no good, in and out. Jenga got fouled as he lost it. That will be the 4th foul on Grant, so not free throws just yet, but no more to give for the Tigers and Coach George. Gilchek's back in. He'll take off, looks like Craven. They're going to send him back to the table to reset the substitution process after the official registers the foul. Now tie is on for Craven. 16... 16-point margin, 44 seconds to go.
This is something you can keep in your, the back of your mind, your back pocket. The press has bothered Grant here at the end. Now they are going to be, probably a little bit more prepared for it, but it has bothered them. It's something that you can think, maybe that's something we're going to have to do the second time we play these guys.
Exactly. February is going to be a fun chess match. Ty's going to fire. In and out, no good. Moten swats the miss out to Heist for three. Bottom. Silky smooth, nothing but nylon. 22 seconds and a timeout called on the floor. The official was holding the ball for 3 seconds and wasn't passing it in. I don't know why. Maybe he just already knew Coach Ingles was going to call a timeout. Either way, 21 seconds to go. We'll pause for station identification here on the Big Rapids Radio Network.
You're listening to News Radio WBRN, 1460 AM, 107.7 FM, and 96.5 FM. A part of the Big Rapids Media Network, and your home for Big Rapids Cardinal basketball.
So now we are back. 21 seconds to go. Stick around. We'll put a bow on this one. BRPS Player of the Game will be nominated by Coach Thomas. We'll get your scores around the league as well, seeing what's happening in conference play. Obviously, a lot of notable games on deck. Tri-County Reed City fighting their way in the CSAA-Red down there in Howard City. Not too far away from us. And then we also got Newaygo taking on Chip Hills and Remus. That's a very interesting matchup. Both those teams sandwiched in the conference to this point, 3 and 4 respectively. So we'll keep an eye on those ones, as well as some of the other CSAA white games. Moe Stanwood had the lead against Kent City. I'll be curious to see what that score is right now. Final 21 seconds. Cardinals pressing, and a foul is called on Heist. So to the line now goes DeLong, who's had a really nice night. One guy that obviously maybe we didn't mention enough in the pregame. Obviously, we've seen Hatch. We've seen Phillips. Phillips has kind of been maybe not necessarily as explosive as we've seen to the naked eye, but I mean, really, it's been sincere. Hatch he's been the big motor tonight. He has stepped in and some big shots as well. Notably, Jack Swanson off the bench can fill it too.
Yeah, they've got guys that can come in and fill it. They also have guys who, in their starting lineup, you have a hard time guarding. One thing that Zayden Phillips has done really well tonight, he's just let the game come to him. He knows that his buddies are playing well, and he can just facilitate. This is a very, very, very good, well-coached ball club. They've done a really nice job taking away a lot of different things from the Cardinals tonight.
1 out of 2 goes the Tigers. Makes it a 14-point lead. Last-ditch effort. Looking for McLaughlin. Over back for Heist. 12 seconds to go. Heist will just fling it up there wide to the right. Final 10 seconds, and that's just going to about do it. Cardinals will make one more change. Craven in for Gilchek here. One last defensive effort. See if they can get a look. Obviously, thankfully for Cardinal fans, we'll see the Tigers at our place later on in February. Final regular season game. That one should be fun to watch. Grant breaks the press. They get it to the corner. They'll hold it, and that will officially do it. Your final score tonight here from Grant. The Tigers of Grant take down the Cardinals of Big Rapids 61-47. Your final score here from Grant. Obviously, we got a lot to talk about after the end of this one here, Blake. But notably, the Grant Tigers made a monstrous defensive effort tonight, and that should be noted.
Yeah, their game plan was executed perfectly. They made life incredibly difficult for, arguably the best player in the conference, and Gabe Jenga. They made Cole Heist work for everything he got, the 2 leading scorers on the club. Outstanding, complete performance by Grant. And now the Cardinals are in a spot where now they're the chasers. They're going to be the hunters. They've got to find a way to continue to win in the CSAA. So that last game on February 21st is for a share of the league title.
Absolutely, and obviously still work to be done. Anything can happen to this point. And so we'll get you some scores around the league. Our post-game show coming up next after these short words here on WBRN.
Have you ever wondered where to have your electric vehicle serviced? Or where to have your hybrid vehicle serviced? Johnson's Automotive. You'd think those vehicles would have to go to the dealership, but they don't. We service and repair hybrids and electric vehicles, serving you with honesty and integrity, and of course, technology at Johnson's Automotive. Call us 231-796-3700.
Get to the chopper.
When quality counts, you can count on on us.
At Quality Car and Truck Repair, your safety on the road is the priority. The maintenance and repairs we do are all to that goal. But other drivers are not always careful. So just a reminder, be safe and watch out for the other guy. 220th Avenue, off Perry, just west of 131, Big Rapids.
TikTok, YouTube, Hulu, get your business where customers are watching an average of 24 hours of content each week. Dasos Digital curates campaigns for your business for your goals, targets, and budgets. Video content creation may seem daunting, but Dasos Digital can see you through the trees. Short form, long form, drone, Dasos Digital can get you looking good in front of your customers consistently and effectively. Dasos Digital, navigating your business through the digital wilderness. Visit dasosdigital.com for more.
American Legion Post 98 Baseball returns to the Diamond next summer. The area's best players assemble to compete with some of the nation's best American Legion teams. Ty Gielchak, Noah Sweppenheiser, Kurt Wilbur, John Lazinski, Carson Rakoff, and Brody Osaski return along with Noego's Russell Toft, Reed City's Caleb Sommer, Sten's Emmett Ligman, and Everett's Aiden Anderson, plus new talent Lucas Johnson of Everett, Ian Metzger, and Kobe Franklin of Cadillac, and even Parker Billings of Fulton. The team has athleticism, speed, power, IQ, and talent to make up the 2025 Post 98 AA Ducks. Post 98 American Legion Baseball is supported by Hamtech, SMC Electrical Services, Hunty's Clubhouse, Biller Insurance, the Rakoff family, Old and Air Quality Professionals of Dundee, Brown's Barbershop, the Big Rapids Media Network, and BBR Mobile Home Setup. Shout out to Peter. Without the community support, there would be no American Legion Baseball in Big Rapids. From all the players and coaches, thank you for your support. Find the Post 98 schedule at 98baseball.com.
JD Fit in downtown Big Rapids is where you go to get fit. Are you a gym loner? Do you need your workout but want your space to work? Or do you want one-on-one workout help? Whatever your workout needs, JD Fit can help you get fit. Stop in downtown Big Rapids or find them online at getjdfit.com.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom. For 11 years, Big Rapids Virtual School has been the area's leading provider of online education. We offer flexible, personalized instruction for all students, from kindergarten through graduation. Students have access to instruction 24/7, as well as instructional support, in-home or in person, from our experienced staff. If you are a public school student or a homeschool family that is interested in our curriculum, resources, and supports, find us online for more information. brps.org. BRVS, anytime, any place, any way, any pace.
Big Rapids Cardinal fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Schuberg Insurance Agency is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people. Visit us at SchubergAgency.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. Schuberg Insurance Agency, community driven, policyholder focused, education based. Let's go Cards.
Rides to the doctor, rides to treatments, rides to PT. Mota offers rides to wellness. If you're in need of reliable transportation for your medical appointment, contact Mota as far as 6 months in advance. Mota proudly serves Mecosta and Osceola counties with travel limits as far as 100 miles outside the county area, as well as the greater Ann Arbor area. Rides to wellness pickups are available 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Visit motaonline.com or call 231-796-4896. That's 231-796-4896.
Welcome in here to our Cardinal basketball postgame show. We'll get you to our Big Rapids Public Schools Player of the Game momentarily. Before we do that, we'll get to some scores around the league. Final reported in Stanton. It is a win at home for the Hornets. Almost said on the road, even though I said in Stanton. I had to correct myself there. Final reported score there from Central Montcalm, as I am scrolling through the feed at this very second. I believe 55-41. The final score in that one reported, so a win for Central Montcalm at home. 57-41 over the White Cloud Indians. That's a big win for the Hornets, especially the way they've played to start this new year. Second correction. My feed was a little blurry.
57-43 your final. So 14-point win. Obviously, the decision is still in favor of the Hornets, so they get a big win. They now jump, I believe, with that win, what would be into second place, but hold the phone. Morley Stanwood has other things to say right now, Blake.
Up 54-44 with 3 minutes to go. Kent City's got the ball on offense right now. The Mohawks going on the road to a tough place to play in Kent City and are 3 minutes away from, throwing a wrench into Kent City's plans and absolutely blowing up that league. It'll be a wide open race at this point.
Absolutely. So that game reported. We will get you the Chip Hills Newaygo score in just a moment. If you missed these scores, and obviously the ones that will be inserted here throughout the night, Big Rapids Daily News on Instagram as well as X and Facebook. For more information, we will get you updated on that with those scores as they come in, especially for the varsity women's games that happened earlier tonight. A lot of those games, pivotal ones. Kent City and Morley Stanwood, a notable one. Newaygo and Chip Hills, we're just about a moment from receiving right now. Based on what we have from there, at least to the most recent update right now, it is favoring the home team of the Warriors. I believe the last score checked was 52-41. That is 5 minutes to go in that one. So Chip Hills looking to knock off Newaygo. And, man, Chip Hills has done an excellent job this year. Their new coaching staff have been doing some great work over there in Remus. Obviously, we saw them take us to a 20-point margin at home earlier this year. At their home, I should say. We will be welcoming them back, I believe, this coming Friday. And we also have a game, a little rivalry game coming up next Tuesday. Blake and I will be in Morley. That should be a fun one. A little mini rivalry.
Yes.
Not the big one, but a small one.
Yeah, definite rivalry. And also, just to add, it looks like Kent City's girls team takes care of business against Morley Stanwood.
Wow.
47-40.
That is a close one. So with that, Kent City takes the sole lead of the CSAA White battle of other undefeateds in the conference to this point. So we'll get you those scores around the league. Thanks to those that support these broadcasts. Those include New Horizon Landscaping, our time and temperature sponsor here as we pass 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, 36 degrees from Grant. Please drive home safely over on M37 if you're here in attendance. And as well, we might see maybe some more snow tomorrow. There's potential, but right now, Monday, Tuesday is right now what we're eyeing based on forecast radar, so just be on the awareness of that. It's going to get cold tonight as well the next couple of days, so just be aware of that. Cooks Tree Service Timber Report. Cooks Tree Service, 796-2908. Thanks to Cooks for sponsoring our Timber Report. And JD Fit as well. Area's best athletes train at JD Fit downtown. Dazos Digital Stat Recap, and obviously we'll tie that into the BRPS Player of the Game award-winning elementary schools, Big Rapids Virtual School extensive educational, I should say. Putting those words together, extracurricular opportunities at BRHS. BRPS is the school of choice in the area. Visit BRPS.org for more information. Some notable stats, Blake, as well as your Player of the Game. Who you got tonight?
I'm going to pick Liam McLaughlin. 4 for 8 from the field. Pretty efficient. 4 boards. One of the guys who, had a pulse tonight for the most part. They took a good job away, or did a good job of taking Cole and Gabe away. Liam stepped up. Good to see him put the ball in the hole, for the Cardinals to be successful moving forward. He's going to have to be that fourth scorer that can get him points because teams are going to focus on Ty. They're going to focus on Cole. They're going to focus on Gabe. So Liam stepping up in a big-time ball game like this, you like to find some bright spots. The moral victories aren't the best. But this is one that, you can move forward saying, yes, Liam played well. He's getting back on track. And that's something you're happy to see. So Liam, the BRPS Player of the Game tonight.
I love it, especially looking at Liam's last 3 games. 1 point against Newaygo, 1 point against Fremont, and 5 against White Cloud, gritting it out. 4, I believe he was 0 for 1 from the floor, from 3, had to do it at the stripe and down low, just gritting. So it was good to see shots falling for him, absolutely. Yep. We hope to see that carry over for 4 into next week. Obviously, Morley Stanwood and Chip Hills, games that will be much easier on paper than this game tonight, but you have to go on the road to Morley and
last
Chip.
Year, that was not easy last year.
Yes,
that's
right.
a game it's a 3-point ball game. In Morley, right now against Kent City, looks like they're playing their best basketball to date. Anything can happen in a rivalry game. Again, looking forward to that one. Love being in the gym. Can't wait to watch that one.
It's going to be a great one indeed. Follow along with the rundown, your CSAA fix for basketball. Myself, Blake Thomas, as well as various coaches and players. You can find that on BRDN's YouTube. And obviously, we've got a lot to talk about going into next week after the Tuesday matchups on Wednesday, so stay tuned for that. And as well for our next broadcast. Tuesday from Morley Stanwood, same time, same start time, hopefully with one more cord plugged in than when we started out here today over in Morley. 6:30 p.m. for pregame, 7 o'clock tip-off between the rivals of Morley Stanwood and Big Rapids. Thanks to those that support these broadcasts. Those include, but aren't limited to, Big Rapids Public Schools, Big Rapids Virtual School, Johnson's Automotive Repair, Michigan Primary Care Partners, Big Rapids and Canadian Lakes, Motor the Macassa Transit Authority, the Schuberg Insurance Agency, Extremely Clean Power Wash and Painting, Quality Car and Truck Repair, New Horizon Landscaping, JD Fit Menards, Cook's Tree Service, Post 90 American Legion Baseball, Dazos Digital, and Big Rapids Daily News. Thanks to those that support these broadcasts. And Blake's final thoughts from tonight heading into Tuesday's Morley game.
This is something that you're going to remember. Obviously, Grant now has a 2-game winning streak on you, dating back to last year. It's something you're going to remember, but you've got to move on. You've got to continue to get better, and that's the beauty of it. You still have several games to play. You're going to circle that February 21st one, but you have to get there with a chance to play for a share.
Absolutely.
So you've got to, wipe this one from the memory for a while and then move forward. Find a way to experience some success, get a win against Morley, and just continue rolling throughout the rest of your season.
Right, and we're still going to have to host Chip Hills, who's playing their best basketball, and as well, you're going to have to go to Newaygo, a tough place to play. So, got to take care of business when it matters most. This Big Rapids Media Network broadcast and live stream is in partnership with Big Rapids Public Schools. The Big Rapids Media Network is Big Country 100.9 Y102, 102.3 WYBR, WBR 1460 AM and 107.7 FM, Rewind 99.1, BigRapidsDailyNews.com, and Dazos Digital, family-owned for over 25 years. The Big Rapids Media Network is proud to partner with Big Rapids Public Schools and their athletic programs and continue to do so for years to come. We will sign off. Final score from this one, 61-47. Grant takes down Big Rapids in CSAA-Red Boys Hoops action. We'll see you on Tuesday, but of course, before we sign off, we got to say, go Lions. You can catch the coverage, WBRN, starting at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Listen in, Dan Miller, Lomas Brown, TJ Lang will bring you the coverage of Commanders and Lions as well. For all of our Wings fans, there will also be an action on Sunday. You can find out more at WBRN.com. For Blake Thomas, Brandon Worth, thanks for tuning in, everybody. This has been a presentation of Big Rapids Cardinal Basketball, only on one place, WBRN.
You've been listening to Big Rapids Cardinal Basketball on WBRN 1460 AM and 96.5 FM. We now return to regular programming.